You're standing Boog for now, Pancho.
Oh, shit.
My bad. I didn't realize you came in. Yes, sir. Officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. Episode 87, if I'm not mistaken. My bad. But we here. What's up, fellas? I got my regular castmates with me. Pancheezy, Rick Dom. I assume Fabio, Mr. Crackers will be joining us at some point. But how you fellas doing? What's up?
Feeling good, looking good, doing good.
Feeling good, doing good. Oh, shit.
Hey, man, you miss looking good. This guy's on a new level.
Yeah.
This dude comes back from Florida. He's got a nice little, even better tan.
That's it.
He's looking to be next level.
Yeah, excellent. Even it out.
Yes, I saw that picture with you not touching anyone's shoulder. That was hilarious.
Hell yeah. Hover hand king over here. That's me.
Real Michael Cera moves.
Let's go. How about you, Rick? How you been?
Man, you already know. I've been all right.
Rick, you got those shoes? Those Spideyverse shoes?
You bet your freaking ass I did.
So you're feeling real good, huh?
Bam, bam.
How much were those?
$160 retail.
No, that's not actually not terrible. I expected them to be more than that.
Yeah, honestly, the men's ones were hard to get, obviously, because any Jordan is. But what was harder was the kids, because everybody wants them for their kids. So I was like kind of coaching David Walton on what to do, and he struck out and got lucky that he just happened to be next to a shoe store that said they weren't getting them, and they randomly showed up, and he was there when they opened.
Nice. Yeah, I could see how a lot of kids would want them, especially with the popularity of this movie. I guess we'll be talking about that.
And he is like, those shoes are like a highlight of the film. Like they like show them a lot, and they even do
that was some really good product placement, no question.
Oh yeah, very natural.
The fact that Nike was like, yeah, let's do it is crazy, because they don't let anybody do shit.
Well, that is kind of their motto, right? Just do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn, what a fucking move.
No doubt. Power moves.
Boog, how you been? We've been gone for 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks. I've been good, man. I've been busy. A lot of shit going on at work, but this week should be pretty laid back at work. So I'll be taking long lunches and having beers during lunch. So I hope my boss is not listening to this.
Hey, Kendall, you want to step into my office really quick? I listened to something the other day.
I was listening to the number one figure podcast and heard some shit.
Yeah. So, but I've been good, man. Everything's been good. I can't really complain. I'm ready for the festivities, ready for the holiday, get into the holiday spirit, going to my parents' house on Christmas Eve for game night. So that should be fun. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good, man. What you guys got in the past 2 weeks? Pete, you got anything special?
Oh my god, I have so much shit. Let me collect myself real quick. Rick, what did you get?
It was funny. Like I made it home like 15 minutes before the podcast started because I was like, man, let me run to this GameStop really quick and see if they have any more of those Fortnite cards. And they absolutely didn't. And I know what you're thinking, Rick. Why didn't you just check online? And it's because if I could like almost show you outside my window. I'm literally around the corner from GameStop.
Nice.
So I was like, fuck it, let me go. And they didn't have them, but they had, which I didn't even know existed, some Pickle Rick figure from Funko that's like a deluxe set that comes with a bunch of interchangeable parts.
Hey, I wonder if that's the same figure that is going to be featured shortly on the Instagram, on Instagram.
When I'd seen pictures of it, I just kind of assumed like it was just a pop or something like that. And so when I seen it in the store, I was like, oh fuck, it actually is just a real figure. And
really?
I just picked it up. Yeah, I just picked it up. It's like the rest of their Funko line, but it's a deluxe Rick. It's really, really sick. It comes with a whole bunch of pieces. I mean,
put it this way. Did a picture of, right? In it?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, when I walked through the door, my brother's like, hey, man, can I open this? And so he has it right now. I don't even have it.
He looked a little wide. That's why I thought he was a Funko.
Yeah, I just sent you the picture right now, Pancho. There was only one in the store. I was going to buy two so that I could have one like fully armored out. And then I could have one just normal.
Big ol' Rick. Fucking stupid.
I mean,
that is it. That's definitely it. When's the next season of that coming out?
We have no idea, apparently.
Yeah, they love to do that. They love to act like it's never coming out, and they do take a while, and then randomly, boom, the season starts. Like they did with that April Fool's with Samurai Jack. And the season just started. It wasn't like they just showed us one episode. It just kept going. So they're flying by the seat of their pants over there at I forget the name of their studio, but yeah, flying by the seat of their pants. What else did I buy? Oh, I'm a US buyer when it comes to SHF right now because I just always get Ami drops, and so I barely got Harry in right now. So that's great.
Things got Harry over at your place, huh?
They're doing really, really well with that Harry Potter line.
Yo, man, how about Nippon? I don't know if you guys saw. How about Nippon Yasan? Shout out to Todd for showing me. Nippon Yasan had a Ron for like less than $20.
What
really?
The fuck?
As part of their little sale?
Dude, they might still have it for that price right now. Put it this way, they limited 10 per household.
Oh,
so they have
shit. Of them. You just reminded me. I got to pay for the girl.
Hermione,
yeah. Shit.
Yeah, so I canceled my Amazon order quickly because I mean $20, even if I get EMS shipping, it's still going to be cheaper than Amazon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, let me know if that's still up because
I'll check right now while we're talking.
I did some fuckhead shit. You know, I had them I had them originally, and I wanted them, but then I flipped them when they came in, and I ordered one for me and one for Danny of each of them, and
Man,
and now they're looking so fucking good that I think I want them back now.
Damn, no, he went back up in price.
Um,
That was wild. They were over 50%. He was over 50% off. It was crazy.
that's crazy. That is nuts,
Yeah.
man.
I almost bought two. I wish I would have. Now I feel like an idiot because I was like, oh, if I want another, I'll just buy it later. Because they were letting you add so many to cart at $20. I was like, damn, they must have like misordered. Like their order sheet must have said 100, and they accidentally put 1,000 or something. It was crazy.
Someone got fired.
Even Todd was pointing out, like, dude, they're letting you add like over 10 of these in your cart at $20 a piece. I was like, yeah, man, they must have ordered a lot on accident because it didn't make sense. Their Harry wasn't on sale, and obviously because their Hermione hadn't released at that point, that wasn't on sale either. So it's just kind of seemed like that might have been the case. You know, all assumptions right now. What else have I picked up? I picked up Super Smash Bros. I'm grinding that out right now. It's like I never played the one that was on Wii U. What's the one that was on Wii U?
Just Super Smash. It had no like secondary title.
Yeah, I never played that one, and I don't know. In the back of my mind, I just forgot that we have to play to unlock everyone.
Yeah.
And so I started the game up, and I was like, "Hold the fuck up! 6 players!" And then I was like, "Rick, you fucking idiot! You have to unlock everyone." I forgot that past me obviously beat all the games and like unlock everyone, and so future me was like, "Damn, what energy I had back then." And so I'm grinding out trying to unlock everyone before Christmas time because we're gonna have people over here in Christmas. So I was like, man, we'll get
all these characters.
Yeah, I need to get all these characters before Christmas, man. I'm trying to have a good brawl going. You know what I mean?
The easiest way to unlock all the characters in that game is like, so if you're playing just regular Smash, it's like tied to the distance your characters run in the game. So you just set custom rules for like 20 minutes versus like a second player, one stock on like a big stage, and then you just run back and forth for 20 minutes, and right before the timer goes off, you kill the person, and then from there it unlocks all the distance like requirements for basically all the characters. I think you can do that like 3 times, and then after that, every single time after you finish like a Smash or a World of Light, it'll say like new challenger comes, and it's like a refresh every 10 minutes, but you can like cut that refresh in half by just like closing out the app and then relaunching it, and then you don't have to wait the 10 minutes. But that's how you cheat the system, Rick.
Yeah, it was funny because when I first got it, I didn't know that, and I didn't care to look on YouTube. I was just like, well, I'm playing the Spirit Adventure shit until I unlock people. And so I did that for 2 days, and then I was like, dude, I fucking had enough of this. I'm going to look up a hack. And then I did, and I was like, oh my God, what was I doing?
Damn, Rick with the life hacks.
Yeah, what was I doing? I could have been watching all these YouTubers like, hey guys, welcome to Blank Blank's channel, and I'm going to teach you guys how to unlock all these characters in less than 90 minutes.
Man, my daughter's always watching all of that crazy type of shit.
You know how many times I have my little brother come and ask me, dude, is Slender Man real? He was just invented like 5 years ago. He's not real. Okay?
It's funny because my wife's little sister, like I've known her entire life. Me and my wife started dating like the day after she was born. So I literally, and we had to cancel our first date because she's like, yeah, I'm kind of here with my mom. She's giving birth. And I was like, all right, well, tell her to hurry that shit up because I really want to take you to Chili's right now. So
damn, what happened to these baby back ribs?
I know, right? But like watching her like grow up and like seeing her just be really dumb about all this stupid shit is hilarious. Just like you said, she asked me if like Slender Man's real all the time. Like she would watch all these like these people on YouTube who would like role play with their Shopkins toys, and I was like, what the fuck are you watching?
Oh my God.
You think that's bad? There's a whole bunch of different YouTubers that together fake and act like hackers from different countries are trying to take them down.
Jesus Christ.
It's a huge organization called Project Zorgo. And like these guys act like it's totally weird. Oh my God, we're getting followed by Project Zorgo. We gotta get out of here.
Some real like Ben Stiller shit. Like,
yeah. When I was with my brother, I was like, dude, we gotta change it. Like we cannot. This isn't real.
It's not.
There is no Project Zorgo. Spoiler alert. And it was just so funny just what kids are up to now. But back to pickups. We're diverging a little bit.
Whoa, Rick, hold on. We're getting hacked by Project Zorgo right now.
Right now.
Oh my god! You got smash that like button if you want us to stop Project Zorgo from. Right now. I picked up this random like wolf-looking character at a toy show last week, and I think Punker Mike ended up telling me it was from Lord of the Rings. And this thing is just like perfect for putting up against Guts. So if you're looking for random ass characters for Guts to fight, this is the one.
I know what you're talking about.
Super articulated, and it doesn't have a stupid kick feature like the horses. Man, if those horses didn't have a kick feature, I would never want to buy another horse. I just always look for something that's similar but doesn't have that fucking one leg standing up like he's about to do a curtsy. Like,
you know, I always want to like get like a little black rubber band and like wrap it around and keep the leg down. I've been meaning to try that actually.
Hey man, that's a life hack right there. Make a video because I need to do the same shit.
Make a video.
I have so many of those damn ass horses that just they piss me off. They're always feeling like, man, if like somebody hits this shelf a little too hard, that leg is gonna give out and like tumble over. And I just hate it. And I remember I tried to ask people like, is there any way of taking it apart and taking out whatever the fuck is in there and making it straight?
Yeah, it's just a fucking spring somewhere in there, but don't get me started trying to open up no shit.
Yeah. I also picked up I don't even remember where it's from. Maybe it's SNL. Those figures called the Great White North. They come with like a bunch of beer boxes
like the beer cans and shit. Yeah.
And they come with like seats and like little like wooden table and shit. And they always talk like this, eh? Like
people use them as like hobos in their displays, isn't it?
Yeah, all the time.
Just bums.
Rick Moranis and some other white person that doesn't act anymore. And so I took them because I have a shitload of them, but for the first time ever, I found them on card and not just loose like at a toy shop or nothing. And so I took them and I broke them and I stole their jackets and put them on different figures. And just took the accessories. I also found this crazy like actual gargoyle, like it's made out of like stone, and it's like the size of a 6-inch figure. So I got that, and I'm one piece away from finishing my fucking my shit monster Clayface. That thing literally looks like a turd. Like that thing looks like a piece of human feces.
Honestly, the old DCUC one is still holds up as a pretty nice figure, man.
Yeah, and the rubber hasn't given out, surprisingly. Like I've been shocked that rubber has not started ripping. It's really weird. And I picked up a Skull Trooper. I don't know if I mentioned it last time because we've been gone so long. Picked up a Skull Trooper. It was really weird. I walked into my GameStop the day after Black Friday, and I walk in there expecting nothing, and there was a Skull Trooper and 2 multiple men.
Jeez.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why? And
people aren't buying multiple men at GameStops. Because like every GameStop I go to, I see multiple men.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying them from GameStop. And
right now is buy one, get one half off for figures. So if you're trying to get your multiple men up, do it today.
I tell you what, they should have. What they really needed to do with that multiple man was include some interchangeable hands and maybe a feature where you could swap off the arms and have them without the coat, and that shit would be selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's just so strange that they gave us the multiple man that people didn't want.
Yeah, right.
I don't understand, and the annoying part is that like we're not going to get another multiple man for at least like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, that's not happening.
So this is what we have for like 4 or 5 years, unless he becomes popular in like an X-Men movie 6 years from now.
But I mean, what could happen is that they could actually go ahead and give us more characters from that particular team, and then he'll go up. Then people will start going after him crazy, I'm sure. But other than that,
also a really common thing. People don't give a shit about a figure, and then when a team's completed, it's like, oh shit.
Right.
I also picked up that Miles Morales 2-pack. I don't know if any of you guys picked that up.
You know what? I was like not really too like gung ho about getting it, but obviously now it's like fuck. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I had it in my hand like 2 days before I saw the movie at Target, and I was like, I already own a Gwen. I already own a Miles.
Right. I got fucking 3 Miles actually.
Yeah.
So.
And like the only thing that's different with at first I thought like that Gwen was exactly the same, but she has like the stripes on her shoes to make them look like ballerina slippers, and I think that's literally it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, and the Miles has a spray painted logo.
Well, yeah, the Miles is different. I was talking about the Gwen.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's their movie accurate looks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think if Gwen had a different head sculpt, it'd be like way better. But you know, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, they changed Miles' skin tone.
Yeah,
like they could have given us like the little fro version from the movie. That would have been.
I know,
great.
right? I'm gonna slap some epoxy on that.
Yeah, I'm a super Miles stan. Before this 2-pack came out, I had 8 Miles Morales. So I bought 2 of those 2-packs, and now I have 10 Miles Morales.
Damn.
And yeah, the 2-pack, I just really wanted that accuracy for the chest logo and stuff like that.
Did you buy the Mezco Miles Morales?
Oh hell no.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
I was planning on it, but I was hoping like, man, maybe I'll catch it on a discount and I'll buy it. And it never did, and now it goes for like a very slight premium, and I even more so don't think I'm ever going to own it.
Yeah, people were surely pretending like that shit was really good, and it wasn't.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it is just okay.
just like Hasbro, just because they make good figures sometimes doesn't mean they make good figures all the time, and it's okay to admit that Mezco fumbles, like we're going to bring up later. And,
basically.
And yeah, that's all I got. What any of you guys end up getting after my long list?
I got in the past 2 weeks. I got the Mezco Iron Man, which is actually pretty recent, which is a fucking phenomenal figure. He's actually really nice. I reviewed him. You can check out the review. You should. But I haven't really put the figure away. I kind of partially because I want to take the batteries out and shit before I actually box him back up. But he's really nice to look at, man. He's it's a really nice figure. It feels nice. It looks great, vanilla, and it does have some decent posability. So he's nice. Just yesterday, I picked up the Mezco Popeye figure, which I reviewed and I was editing right before we got on the podcast tonight. So that'll be up late tonight, I guess after like 12 a.m. because I'll be trying to stretch shit out because this will be the video for today. So yeah, after 12 a.m. Eastern time tonight, the Popeye review should be up, and that's another home run for Mezco. They did a really nice job on that figure, man. I was surprised, and I was here weeks ago saying fuck Popeye and fuck everybody who is now a Popeye fan out of the woodwork. I was making fun of people.
I remember, where all these fucking Popeye fans come from?
But after seeing some photos of the figure, he's a great looking figure. It's a great range of accessories, and he looks dope, man. He looks really dope. It's really nice to mess around with him and photograph him and shit like that. So I've got a setup up right now that I need to go back to shoot the last sequence of that review. Like I said, it'll be up later. I also picked up something else. I feel like it was one more. Oh, I got the shout out to Soap Studio. They sent me the Flash TV series Reverse Flash figure, and I reviewed him as well. And that's actually probably one of their best figures, I think. He came out really nice. Still some of the same issues as far as the hands are kind of big, and I'm a little concerned about over time things breaking down, and they are still fucking really expensive too for you to buy them on your own. But I do think that's one of their best figures that they put out so far. And I think that was it since the last time that we spoke. Maybe like some little odds and ends shits. I don't know. I tried to go to Michael's to pick up some FO scale shit so I could do some displays with Iron Giant. But apparently, I don't know. I guess there's different type of Michaels because I went to one like in the city, like not too far from my job, and that shit was just like all home shit. It didn't really have much arts and crafts shit in there at all. And I went in and turned right back around and went out. So there's another one in the city that I want to check. I'm pretty sure that's the proper one. In fact, my pops told me it is. So I'll check that out this week and see what's what with that. But I think that was all that I got. Pete, you got the long list. Let us
Yeah.
hit us with the long list.
I got a bunch of shit. I bit the bullet on those Cybermen by that just third-party company that came out of nowhere. It's not.
Oh shit! Wait. So you got them in hand already?
No, they haven't shipped yet. But like I bought them. I bought them like while I was at my wife's mom's house, and I was like half asleep, and I'm like, I better just. I was like thinking about it, like yes or no. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna buy this immediately. And then like by the morning, I just didn't know. I couldn't remember if I bought it. And then I like checked my notifications, and I guess I posted a picture in PNP with the with the order confirmation with the caption "fuck it." So I bought them. It was like $120, which is steep. It's
That's
pretty steep.
The 3-pack, right?
Yeah, so it's like 6 figures at $20 each. They are small figures, but I'm justifying it by like they're articulated. They're nicely articulated as well. They come with accessories, and it's Dragon Ball, so it is expensive for people that aren't like huge Dragon Ball fans and don't necessarily want to flesh out the the early like Saiyan Saga and stuff like that. Probably pass on it. But if you want to go ahead and do all that stuff and you're a super fan, I'd say go for it, I guess. But I'll have a better understanding when I actually have them in hand. But I've seen some like product shots of like the sellers who have it in hand, and like it looks pretty good. Funny enough, the packaging doesn't. It's like the similar vein as like obviously like retail packaging and how Demoniacal Fit did their packaging too, but it looks like worse than Demoniacal Fit. Like the photo quality on it looks worse. It may just be the actual pictures, but who knows. But I got that. My father-in-law actually got me some figures for Christmas, which is insane to me. I've never gotten like figures as a gift from them. They've always given me like weird shit because I never know what I like. But
wow. What? So he knew some shit to actually get you? I guess
yeah.
He must have talked to your girl, obviously.
Yeah, he did that, and then he peeped my like Amazon wish list too, because this guy just discovered Amazon. Like
oh man, he's buying all types of gadgets now.
Yeah, it's great because like
has seen on TV, but it's on here too.
Because like all the other Christmases, he's just been like, I just don't know what to get you, and I was like, that's okay. Like I like whatever you get me, classic like I'm dating your daughter shit. Like I'll just say anything to appease you at this point. Please
I
don't
took
be
your
mad
daughter
at me.
away from you, so okay, don't worry about it.
But like this year, like he started using Amazon, and like everything he bought for Christmas this year was from Amazon. Like I was over at their house, and like Rebecca's little sister was asking for some shit, and like Steve, his name, he was like, "Is it on Amazon?" She's like, "I don't know." He's like, "If it's not on Amazon, I'm not gonna buy it." And I was like, "Whoa."
What a power move.
Exactly. The biggest flex ever.
I'm not buying.
Exactly. So he got me that Piccolo statue. It's like I think it's S Cultures. It's the one where he just got blasted by Nappa protecting Gohan.
Yeah, I think that's a S Cultures.
He got me that, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I kept on seeing that at cons, but like I never know if it's gonna be a bootleg or not. Like I just like a passing glance, like I don't want to like take the time to just look at it.
Yeah, like inspect, look at the toy.
I don't feel like doing all that shit. He got me that, and he also got me the SH Figuarts Ant-Man, which was like nuts. I was like, holy shit, this is
wow. The one with the ant?
No ant. I was like, I just put like the regular Ant-Man on my list because the ant was like pretty expensive, and I was like, I don't need the ant. I guess I don't need the ant. Like,
no, you don't really. You don't.
But
if you're planning to get Wasp, then you just need the Ant-Man. That's good enough.
Yeah, because I open it up and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Are you serious? I was like, this is crazy. I was like, thank you. Like I was truly surprised that he got me a figure, much less a figure that I've been trying to get for like the last year. Like I've always been looking at it, and the price was never like quite right. And then I was like, well, I'll just put it on my wish list just in case anybody even fucking looks at this thing, first of all. And then if they do, if they want to buy like a grown man a fucking figure. So do whatever you want with that. But they got me that. Funny enough, Rick, I while I was staying over at their place, they live in this really small town in Florida, and they have a GameStop. And on our way back, driving to South Carolina, I was like, well, let me stop by this GameStop. Let me see what they have. And they had those two new Fortnite figures, the Knight guy and then the guy in like the yellow.
Yeah, the guy in yellow is called Raptor, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so
for whatever reason.
I got those, and it was buy two get one. It was buy one get one half off, and then it's also Employee Appreciation Weekend, so I got an extra discount on that. So I got them both for like $28, and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty crazy. And then, like, speaking of crazy shit, like, I was while I was there, I think the second or third day, I just decided to go on like Facebook Marketplace to see if I could find a VCD player. Obviously, no luck. But some guy was selling the listing was train stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, train stuff. What's this about? And he literally had this big ass box of HO scale shit. And he like,
wow.
Yeah, he had trains, planes, automobiles. He had like buildings, and like he was asking $50 for all that shit. And like I was looking through that stuff, and I was like, he must have had like 10 or 12 buildings in there, and each of those buildings were between $15 and like $40 each, and they all came assembled. And I'm like, hell yeah, this is like the worst part about building this shit, about buying this, is like assembling it. It's not like relaxing like building like a Gundam or anything like that. It's fucking terrifying building this shit. I hate building these HO scale buildings. But but I drove over to he owned like an antique store, and I went to the antique store, and he had a bunch of like old ass toys, like pre-war toys too. I was like, wow, this is nuts. Like, he had a bunch of like I don't know, like metal toys and like toy soldiers and stuff like that. Probably radioactive or some shit. Probably got like lead poisoning handling them, but it's about the experience, you know. So so that was like a huge come up for that. I got the Popeye as well. I don't have it in hand yet, but I ordered him during that sale that eBay was having over the week.
Oh, nice.
So I got.
So you got it for like $70, huh?
Yeah, it was $70. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And
nice.
I also got a Real Action Heroes Piccolo figure. Shout out to that. I've been looking at that for a long time. It's that like 12-inch, like it's a 12-inch Piccolo, and they only did Goku, like normal Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan. And I've just had normal Goku forever, and I've been looking at that Piccolo for super long. But it was never at the right price, and he was on auction on eBay, and usually I don't really fuck with auctions on eBay that much anymore. But the auction ended as I was sitting in the theater for Spider-Verse. It was like right before it started. Like, I won the auction super cheap, so I was like already feeling good. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I rounded out, and because of seeing Spider-Verse, like I rounded out like the figures from Spider-Verse I was missing. So I picked up a Spider-Man Noir during that sale too, and then I got a bunch of soft goods from GPS slot as well. A GPS lot. I got like a leather jacket for Spider-Man Noir, and then I got some. I got a green jacket and gray pants so I can make a Peter B. Parker as well.
Nice.
Pretty stoked about that. I'm hoping the Namor feet will fit on that, maybe, so he can be barefoot. But
they might be kind of fucking big.
Yeah, who knows? I'll figure it out. I also picked up Mysterio too. Finally, so I'm stoked about that. Of course, all this shit has been on the back burner for forever, but because of sales, I was like, yep, add to cart, let's go.
Do you have the Mezco Spider-Man, the regular one?
Yeah, I have the regular one, yeah.
Oh.
I have the regular one and Miles. The only one I'm missing is the black suit.
Yeah, I guess you could probably put a jacket in over that one, huh? Change up the face if you get like a custom head sculpt or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, so right now I have the Tom Holland head on it and a jacket from 3A on it, and it looks really good. Shit, I actually own a green jacket from 3A, so I just wasted $18. Whatever.
What have you done?
I know. Shout out to Chris E. Also, he hooked me up with those Star Wars figures from Five Below. The two dudes, Donnie Yen and the other guy. I forget their names, but it was the blind guy and the guy with the staff, or the guy with like the gun or whatever, the big ass gun from Rogue One.
Bay Malays or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Bay Malays.
That's it.
Bay Malays.
Donnie Yen and Beyblade. So that's who I got. And then shout out to Jake. Shout out to Jake too. He hooked me up with this like killer Dragon Ball lot for just like statues, but like heavily discounted. He just wanted to get rid of it, and I was like, tight. He put them all in like 2 boxes. The second box hasn't arrived, but the first box came and they were the X Plus Goku and the X Plus Vegeta, and like I knew that those were going to be big figures, but like I guess I just wasn't mentally prepared for like the size of those figures. These things are huge. They're like 1.5 feet tall. It's crazy. That's pretty cool. And then I also got a soft goods jacket from CJism for Goku, the blue one, which is super sick. And then I
saw that. What? Tell me the deal with that. What's that from?
It's from the new movie. So
okay.
So they've traveled to like some Arctic place, and I guess Bohm was like, "Yo, don't forget your jackets." So him and Vegeta roll up in these like fresh coats. And,
got you. Okay.
And I took some I took like the hand. Goku wears gloves too, which is a detail I think a lot of people will miss if they're trying to recreate like this Goku. But he wears like these black gloves, so I took like the hands off of like my Injustice SH Figuarts Batman, and they fit just perfectly.
Nice. All right, I'd like to see how that looks. I saw the jacket on your Instagram, but I don't know if I noticed the
gloves are on it too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll check it out.
Question: what did they do about Bulma?
What do you mean?
Did they recast? Did she record?
They did recast her. Yeah.
Wow. Well, man.
Wait. So what happened with Bulma? Or
her voice actress passed away.
Oh, really?
Last year, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, she had pneumonia and she was driving herself to the hospital, got in a car accident, and died.
It was pretty.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That's random as fuck. God damn.
But what's also not eerie, but maybe eerie, but but like her last like voice lines in the show is like when everybody is leaving for the Tournament of Power and she's telling everybody to like be strong and good luck and like I'll see you next time. Wow. And it was a really fitting ending, and I guarantee you that like she had more lines before the series ended, but they were just like, no, that's just too. It's like. That's a good enough send off, and they had already recasted her even before Super ended, because she was in a couple of commercials and like sold some games too, but they just like held off on like Super giving her like voice acting roles. Like she's in it like at the end, obviously.
No speaking.
God damn, that's so fucking random, man. I mean, I always say, man, there is just no rhyme or reason to any of this shit. Shit just happens, man.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
Fuck it. Anyway, all right.
And on a more happier note, I was going to note that I am really mad that here in the U.S. We don't have the same treatment as Japan. In Japan, when this movie was releasing, you could fucking buy the jackets Goku and Vegeta wear.
Yeah, you sure can.
I really want those jackets.
You mean for your human self, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For your human self.
Oh, okay.
For your 1-to-1 scale self.
Okay.
I don't want to buy a fake one off AliExpress. I want the real deal Holyfield. I'm mad I don't get that opportunity. That's kind of messed up. What we don't want to be fresh like Japan.
Exactly. They don't care.
So how much is something like that, Rodney? I'm curious.
$100 each jacket. I'll pay that.
$100 fucking bucks.
Sign me up.
That's a lot of money, man.
They're real jackets. Like, they're thick jackets. I've seen people wearing
No, I'm talking about for the figure, man.
I'm talking about for 101, baby.
Oh, okay.
It was 60 off of his from him. Yeah.
Damn, that's still expensive.
It was funny. I was talking to my friend, and like, this guy doesn't fuck with figures in the slightest. And like I was like, oh, I got this jacket for my Goku. And he was like, "Oh shit! Like that's pretty cool. Like, what was this? Like $5?" And I was like, "Nah, B, this is $60." He goes, "Fuck, dude, this jacket I'm wearing right now is $45, and it's on me."
Exactly. Yeah, fucking a fully clothed Mezco figure is $80.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's wild, man.
That's expensive, man. All right. What else you get?
That's it for me. That's basically it. I got the time machine too. That Trunks time machine.
Oh, it came in?
Yeah, finally.
Nice.
So I'm pretty stoked to build it.
Oh, you didn't even build it yet. All
No,
right.
I sure didn't. Like I just got in, basically.
Oh, right. When I got it, me and Peppy built that shit together. So maybe
Hell
your
yeah.
wife will build it together.
Yeah, she will, but it's okay. She won't fuck with that in the slightest.
I remember we were on the podcast and he was like, "Pep is building the time machine right behind me."
It's so funny. It's funny. It's funny
She likes that type of shit.
Oh yeah, it's funny you mention that because like I had the same idea. Like we were at like some anime store like in New York, and they had like these the really easy grade like Gunpla like models, and like they were like the panda bears or whatever. They're pretty popular. There's some in Barnes and Noble too, but they're so cheap at this store. And I was like, oh shit, let's buy two, and we can build them together. It'll be super cool. And like classic Becca fashion, she's like, oh cool, that'll be so fun. It's still sitting in the fucking shrink wrap. This is gonna take 15 minutes. Like, let's just do it.
Beat Bobby Flay is on. You think I want to build a panda bear while I'm trying to watch Bobby Flay lose by cooking Chinese food? Guy's really stumping me. He's trying to make me make pot stickers.
Fucking stupid. But yeah, that's it for me in terms of figure. It was a lot of shit, but pretty stoked.
All right, so we got a slim list, but let's get into it. What's first on the docket?
So I added a couple of small like off things. So I added like Pacific Rim figures, Fortnite figures, and then Figma Overwatch, but everything else is the same.
Okay.
But these are like really quick successions, quick fires.
Wait, Pacific Rim has new stuff coming up?
Yeah, so there's like a third wave of the Diamond Select Pacific Rim figures were shown. Let me try and grab that. So yeah, they were shown right here. So it's like the kaiju drones, which I'm actually pretty excited about, because if there's one thing that you can army build from that and just have like any Jaeger like fighting it, it's like these kaiju drones. It's pretty cool. They also showed off November Ajax, which is pretty cool too, and then they showed off Valor Omega, and these look nice. It's just that if it's anything like the first wave that came out, it's gonna be ass. Sorry to say, but like
not to mention, but the price is almost similar to the ones that Bandai makes, and the one that Bandai makes are way better. Exactly.
Like, I remember picking up the Gypsy Avenger, and I was like, I was pretty stoked. Just like I already had the Bandai one. And I was like, well, I'll get this other one just because it's like a little bit bigger, and maybe I can do something, maybe some still motion or maybe some forward perspective or just something with it. And it was a little bit more detailed than the Tamashi Spirits or Robot Spirits or whatever line. But like, it's the worst. Like, all the joints are like crazy loose. They're made from like very soft plastic, so everything is very gummy. And like, it's pretty bad. So hopefully if they do get some of those QA issues or QC issues, QC issues like under control with these, and then these will be pretty cool, especially these kaiju drones. But if it's anything like the first one, then it's just awful, which is surprising, because like, you know, Diamond Select can put out cool shit from time to time, for sure. Like what we'll talk about when we get to Mezco, like, people are just like, why even get the Mezco when like the Marvel Select freaking Thor, or not Thor, but the Marvel Select Ragnarok Hulk is like so good,
right?
And like, you think like the same company that makes that Hulk and makes like a whole bunch of other like really good figures. What are some other really good like Diamonds Marvel Select figures? There's a couple, but like, they make this, it's just like, it's unfortunate.
Who is this?
Yeah, it's like, man, what are you doing? But
people will buy it.
That's true.
People still buy that shit. That's for sure.
That is true. These are slated for I don't know, who fucking cares. I don't know, but they are they're there. Next up,
they're coming.
Yeah, they're coming. watch out. So next up, real quick, is they did announce more of those Fortnite figures too. Which is pretty nice. Those Fortnite figures have been like surprisingly, very surprisingly well articulated. They announced this Anubis looking guy and this T-Rex looking guy. Let's see. Let's pull up some pictures. And this is their bigger line. So they have two lines. They have like the 4-inch one, and then they have like this 7-inch one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from the 7-inch one. So this is Drift, I guess, is his name. And these look pretty cool. I think these would be cool for potential army building. Just like neon goons or whatever have you.
Well, I could see these being some weird enemy for like Batman Beyond or something.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing. Batman Beyond.
And it could be like what's the name of that gang that's run by what's his name in the video game? The ones with like those Chinese masks.
Oh shit! I know who you're talking about. It's from Spider-Man.
Yeah, from Spider-Man. What's the name of that gang?
Negative Boys. I don't know what they're called.
Negative Boys. That's actually a great name.
Yeah, what else would be good for that figure with like the cat face is if you head swap it for like that weird random like gimmicky bigger scale Spider-Man figures. You put that version of Miles' head on there.
Oh, nice.
Do a repaint. So that's a good model.
Yeah, so much like the other two waves that came out, there's tons of possibilities for these dudes.
Yeah, I see all of these little things on these figures that I think is a customizer's dream and shit. Like little things that they could pull off of these. Like those sneakers look pretty tough on the last guy you were showing and shit.
They do look really nice. Yeah,
articulation on these figures is insane.
Articulation is pretty good.
You guys asked for it. I'm gonna give it to you.
This Rex, I mean, like, outside of Fortnite players, I don't know who else would probably want this. Honestly,
besides putting Deadpool's face in there for like a pajama thing,
there's really not much room for just outside uses for these. But so this is like the third wave that they're doing for like the 7-inch ones, but those 4-inch ones they have like a lot out for those.
Yeah, they're selling out everywhere around here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, my brother wanted one, and they had like only the girl. Like, man, I don't want this girl.
The cuddle team leader. What are you talking about?
I want this freaking girl when I want the guy that looks like a cat.
And then the next quick fire thing is that Figma Pharah that came out. Hold on, let me grab a picture of her.
Oh yeah, she went up for pre-order.
Yeah, fake Samus.
You said fake what?
Fake Samus.
Fake Samus. That's it.
There she is, faking it up until she makes it.
Fake it till you make it. Of course.
It looks pretty fucking nice, though. You know what it looks like? It looks like the reminds me of Iron Man, the House of M Iron Man.
Yeah, this looks crazy. Did they what's the price point on this? Do you remember?
I think it's like 70-ish. I think like 74 or something along those lines.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought for sure it'd be like 80, maybe even more than that, just because it's just so much.
Yeah, it's a lot going on there. I like that head sculpt. She looks great.
Yeah, it's all around. That's such a great looking figure.
Samus.
Egyptian Samus.
Egyptian Samus.
Let's go.
She could be Mexican or fucking Dominican or something. I don't know.
Don't tell those boys at Blizzard that. They'll freak out. There was like a whole controversy because they gave her a Native American skin, and they're just all like, "Yo, man, you can't just come on, man. I know she's brown, but just come on." And there's a whole bunch like this is the same fandom that like lost their shit over Tracer's like default pose with her ass showing and stuff like that. It's a whole thing. But yeah, that's basically it for that. Are you getting this? Are any of you guys getting this?
I'm not into Overwatch at all.
No.
I'm just admiring how the figures look from afar. So
I think,
I'm good on that.
once before here, but I'll say it again. I'm in a group chat that involves Pancho, Danny LeBlanc, and I believe Billy Mahoney, where it's constantly like Danny posting up Overwatch news and like figures and stuff like, oh man, did you get this for Overwatch? You guys get this? I got this statue. I've never fucking played this game. I've never played it. I don't do shooters because I can't see well, and my depth perception is just not great. So I don't play shooters. And I constantly get updates like, "Whoa, man, I gotta get this like statue of a guy named Junkrat. No, this guy named Big Pig guy, the big fat person. Oh man, I gotta get that one." So that's my life.
Yeah, I might get this. I don't know.
Looks good.
Yeah, I have the Tracer, Genji. I think that's basically all who's out right now, honestly.
Isn't there a Grim Reaper looking guy?
Yeah, but I don't think he's out.
I haven't seen any pictures of it, so you're probably right.
Yeah, an official Widowmaker is coming out too. She had a bootleg for the longest.
A really tall one?
Yeah, make it tall.
Yeah, that's how crazy this is. I'm in those chats so much that I know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
I don't even know these characters.
But yeah, that's basically it. I might pick it up depending on if there's anything else coming out that month. But if it's just gonna be by itself and then I have to pay $20 for EMS, I'm like, maybe not. So that's basically it for that. Next up is Dragon Ball stuff. They show a bunch of Dragon Ball news happened over the last couple of weeks. So first and foremost, they showed off. So the final stop for the Dragon Tour was actually at the Chinese Theater in LA for the premiere of the Broly movie, and then they unveiled, they officially unveiled like the Super Saiyan, the hero Vegeta figure we're going to be getting pretty much, and
fucking Toy Art goes to everything. They be everywhere on location. God damn,
these boys never stop, huh?
Word.
I bet these dudes don't even stay out hotels. They just show up to the event's over, and then they fly back home.
Damn.
You're guaranteed.
Man, these boys are great. So the big news for Vegeta is he's coming with a Super Saiyan God head, just like regular Super Saiyan God, not Super Saiyan Blue or anything like that.
Yeah, the word on the street is Demonical Fit put the pressure on them, huh?
Oh shit, yeah. I don't doubt it, man.
Oh, you guys want heads? Okay.
Yeah,
Krillin?
You got two heads. Hey, come on.
Exactly.
Right
Krillin, we're coming back to Krillin shit. We're gonna give you 7 heads.
Basically, you want a head pack? Here's just a pack of heads.
Yeah, let's go.
Demona who? No.
Yeah, man. Especially I think Vegeta being the first figure to come with like not necessarily the first, but like Vegeta figures have mostly come with 2 separate heads anyway. Like one for like just regular and one that comes with like the peg hole for a scouter. So it's like nothing to them. It's peanuts for them. This is business as usual, honestly. Like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Let's just paint it a different color.
Put some red on there. Put some magenta.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. My only gripe with this new Vegeta is like he's just tall. But like Vegeta himself has just been getting taller and taller.
Yeah, even in the anime, they make him much taller now.
Yeah, he's crazy tall. But like whenever Toriyama draws him, he just like, no, fuck you guys. I'm making this guy short again, basically. But you know, I wouldn't be like this is a whole new sculpt, I believe. I don't think this is the Trunks like armor.
Yeah, he looks a little buffer, right?
Yeah,
beef.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he's just the same height as Trunks. Like if these legs are just reused Trunks.
Yo, why did Goku become anemic when he turned God, but fucking Vegeta over here?
Yeah. Word, that's nuts, right?
It's interesting because like in the manga, like he still like loses all that muscle mass in the manga, but in the film they're just like whatever. I think it's just because like it's like strictly a Toei thing where Toei like doesn't really give a shit about making them like super thin. Like they'll do it with Goku because it's like already really established with Goku, but I think for Vegeta they're like whatever. We don't want to make him thin.
He's all right. We'll leave him.
Yeah, we'll just do whatever.
The color.
Yeah, so everybody was at this event. So like they showed off the Gogeta. It's looking really good as well. He looks like kind of big. He's a big dude.
Yeah, that dude is beefy.
Beefy.
This guy is beefaroni.
Got it at his pose. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Good for them though.
Yeah, they could have bent them at the knees a little bit, right?
Keep this
that
rolling.
hand placement makes no sense. It's not like a Kamehameha. He's like, ah.
They're trying. This Broly, there's no excuse though.
Oh boy, is he trying?
When are these figures supposed to drop again? April?
Yeah, middle of next year basically. So Broly is coming out in April, and then Vegeta is coming out in June, or maybe May. I can't remember. I'll double check, but I think Broly and Pink Alien are coming out in the same month. I think it'll be a double month for that.
I know that Boo is March.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could be mistaken, but I know Broly is coming out the same as Broly and somebody else are coming out at the same time.
Bro, it's Broly and Gogeta, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right. Duh.
I was like, what's going on here?
I wonder if they'll ship the same day. That'd be nuts, dude. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine?
Do that,
I can actually,
brother. Do that.
Next up in Dragon Ball news is so the kit for the Gogeta came out too. I don't have a photo for that, but it's cool that the kit came out, the figurized kit. I was kind of hoping that the Broly kit would come before the Gogeta kit, judging that it was announced before, but they obviously probably had to just keep it under wraps because they just didn't announce Gogeta yet. I think he's going to be in that movie, but the Gogeta kit is out. It's pretty tight. Next up, Demoniacal Fit showed off their Kaioken Goku on like their homegrown mold. This thing looks nuts. This looks like a real fucking figure. Like
that's the cop right there.
Yeah, it's like just from sculpt, it's like leaps and bounds from Ginyu and Banya or Banana or whatever his name is.
Wait, what is this again?
This Demonical Fit. This is like their like Goku Buck. Basically. So it's a 2.0 Kaioken Goku.
And they showed Vegito.
Yeah. They showed it off first with Vegito, then they're all like, whatever, we'll just do Goku. Why not? So it's pretty cool. Basically, it's just a repaint. A lot of people are bringing up that since these guys already they mold shit, like why aren't every time like a Kaioken figure comes out, every time, like the one time it's come out, but why don't they ever just include like the hair when it's being like flown upwards, like pushed upwards, right. Which is I totally agree. I don't understand why they wouldn't do it, but you know, this is already a mold they probably have. They probably just casted like the regular Saiyan Rays on Earth Goku head, and they're all like, whatever, let's just do it.
Yeah, this is a definite cop for me because that exclusive Kaioken Goku I never got because somebody totally screwed me over.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure Boog remembers. Yeah, so this is a welcome piece. It looks really good. And
honestly, you know, I'm happy that I have it, you know, just because, but it's on the old buck anyway, so you know.
Yeah, that was also a nice thing that this is a new book. That other one was the old Goku book. And
yeah. So
it's an exciting figure to have.
Yeah, in terms of like collecting purposes, that's like the only thing for me if I didn't get it like at release for retail. Shout out to Boog, thank you again.
What a guy!
Like I was at this point like you, Rick, and I didn't have it. Yeah. If I wasn't like a completionist for this line, I would not pursue it at all.
Yeah, it's just I mean, I wanted it, but it wasn't the new mold, so it wasn't like I wasn't hurt that I didn't have it. So this one's going to be a welcome addition, and I know it's probably not going to be that expensive. I'd be shocked if it was over like $45.
Yeah, I think tops like 50.
Yeah, I think that the ceiling would definitely be 50 for it.
Yeah. So there's that. Next up. to end on a sour note, we got the Dragon Stars. Dragon Stars showed off their Gogeta.
Sheesh, look at that fucking Broly.
Yeah, that Broly is nuts. Somebody in SH Figuarts USA says it looks like he has his tits pressed up against a glass. Fucking lost it.
No, I can't unsee that. Oh,
it's like somebody was sculpting him and they just dropped him on the desk and they're like, oh, fuck, I really hope no one notices this shit.
Oh, I can't unsee it.
Why the fuck is Gogeta the same size as Broly?
It's nice, man.
Bigger.
It's a big figure. But to its credit, like the paint on this looks pretty good. But there's no way in hell that the retail figure is going to look like this.
Yeah, that always sucks. You remember the Kaba?
Yeah, the Kaba looked pretty good too.
And then we got it in hand, and it looked like Irwin.
Yeah, and now he's $3. He's a $3 add-on on Amazon.
Insane.
Unreal. But
damn, that looks awful.
It's pretty bad, man. And like, if you think it looks bad now, like, man, when this shit like comes out, it's gonna look worse.
And it'll definitely have those holes in the shoulders.
Yeah, the holes in the shoulders and like all the like their hair, like the one like every like Dragon Stars like apologist is always like they always talk about like, well, at least the hair sculpt looks good. Like that's like a big like talking point for people who like are really into this line. Like I remember when the Super Saiyan Blue Goku came out, they're all like, well, this is the only company that got the hair sculpt right, which is true. Where they have that one bang kind of just coming upwards. But like by the time you get it in hand, it looks like shit. Like all the points are dulled. So like that's why like Trunks had like banana hair. Like it's just
yeah, and that's why they look like Irwin, because they feel like the exact same rubber that Irwin used for their hair. And it's not just that, like, yeah, even if the sculpt is right, they cake on their paint and the sculpt is dead.
Yeah. It's rough, man.
The sculpt is just totally dead.
Dead sculpt.
Dead sculpt. Call the coroner's office. It's a dead sculpt.
Pronounce it. Call it.
Call it. I'm calling it.
Yeah, that's basically it for Dragon Ball, in case you can think of anything else that happened. And maybe Gogeta and Broly went up while we were away. Possibly.
Oh yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but by now everybody has them. And I think they're regular releases, are they not? Broly and Gogeta?
100% regular release.
Yeah, so people are bugging for no reason. People are bugging over this Vegeta, which he is an exclusive, but I mean, regular retailers will have him anyway.
Yeah. If you don't live in Japan, there's no reason to worry about exclusives. It just, it's obviously better to get them early when they're on places like AmiAmi and stuff like that. But
yeah, I think at this point as well, especially for Dragon Ball stuff with SH Figuarts, like I don't think we'll have a shortage for like a huge shortage again for a while. I think that black was just like a freak occurrence. Just because I don't think that they realize just how popular that character would be, especially in America. But like now that Dragon Ball is like so huge, it's like it's impossible to ignore how big this franchise is, especially in North America. I think that they'll be able to compensate for how much people want it over here in the States. So this I don't know what to call it, like this mania that happens every single time pre-orders go up on AmiAmi or Nippon. Like people are bugging out, dude. It's crazy.
I know, and it's always so funny when we go on places like PNP and they're like, "Fuck, man, I'm fucked." Like, dude, just go on BBTS. Like, go on Amazon. Like, what are you doing?
You'll have to wait, but
you're gonna be a month and a half later. But I mean,
you'll get it.
You're gonna have it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. So yeah, that's it for Dragon Ball. I mean, no one saw the movie, obviously. I peeped at like that 45 minutes that leaked online. I scrubbed through that and just watched a little bit of it. Obviously.
Did you?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
How was it?
It was cool. It was good. I listened to a spoiler-free review that from Anime J. He's like the only person that I really listen to in terms of like Dragon Ball reviews now, just because he seems like pretty level-headed about it. And Broly's like the one thing that I wanted from this movie was like just rewriting Broly's character, because Broly, like, he looks really cool, but his compared to like really three-dimensional characters like Frieza and Vegeta, and villains like that, Broly was nothing.
Right.
Like
He was just a fucking brute, huh?
yeah, he's just mad because of somebody yelled when he was a kid. That's literally it. But like in this one, like he seems like a likable character. Like you understand why he is the way he is, and yeah, so they really fleshed out his character and gave him some more dimension and stuff, which is pretty cool.
This guy Goku, he cried when I was a baby. You know what that means? He's dead.
He's a dead man.
Nobody cries around me when you're a baby. Look, dead.
Dead. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, when it came to, I don't know, like, because I remember when Revival of F leaked online as well, and I peeped the bootleg of that. I think the reason I watch it is because like I know I'm never gonna get a chance to see the Japanese dub in theaters, so I don't mind watching bootlegs of the Japanese dub, because like I don't know, it's my weird way of thinking, which I really wish they would show the Japanese dub like in a theater. Because I know when January rolls around, it's just going to be the English dub, which is fine. But I mean, I'd rather just watch it the way I prefer it, you know.
I would just give us like one night
for that one night. Yeah,
give us one night Japanese. Make the rest of it English. Like,
one night.
Give me a chance, baby. Give me a chance.
All right, so next up is probably the beefiest topic that we have in terms of figures. It's Mezco stuff. Beef boys.
All right. The beefy guys. What's going on with Mezco? I mean, well, they just dropped a bunch of shit. I talked about the fact that I got the Iron Man and Popeye, which is it's funny, man. I don't know. I guess everybody's top 10 list is going to start coming out, and a bunch of Mezco shit's probably going to be in there just because they dropped that shit right at the end of the year. But I do feel like the classic Iron Man should probably be in some top 10 list, though, no question about it. Popeye, I don't know. It's a really great figure. I'll see how I feel in the next 2 weeks before the year ends. But what was the major thing that we were talking about with Mezco? Hulk, right?
Yeah, Hulk. Let's crack that open.
So yeah, Mezco Gladiator Hulk is starting to ship. Some people have it. Apparently, when I picked up Popeye from a local seller, from somebody that lives here in the Bronx. I went across town and met him in person and picked it up. And he was telling me that as far as like the wholesalers go, Mezco has been pretty backed up with getting people, getting stores and independent retailers their shit. So a lot of people are still waiting for classic Iron Man. And Hulk is starting to trickle out and whatever. So, but apparently this is a shitty figure. I don't know what's the deal. I didn't watch that one review that Todd had showed me. Who was that reviewed it? I don't know what it was.
Spot, maybe review Spot, maybe. I've seen.
Oh my god!
I don't think it was a review Spot.
The most monotone person in the world.
No, it wasn't review.
Guys,
that wasn't that guy. I've seen that guy shit before, but
yeah, he's been rocking for a long time, man.
Yeah, he did not have a lot of good shit to say about this Hulk.
I mean, neither did Dallas. Dallas was, I think, the first person I saw get it, and he said it was pitiful.
That's very true. And for those of you who don't know Dallas, he is a completionist of the line. He has over like 100 Mezco figures, so it's not like he's just some dude that's just like looking for an outlet to talk shit about Mezco. This guy loves the brand. So like,
yeah, he has every single one and multiples of like every single one.
Yeah. So for him to be like, nah, fuck it, is like for a little more substantial than just some guy that was.
Well, I guess the thing is that it's $125 figure, so that's number one.
Yeah.
There is no special accessories or light up features or anything like that. It's just a big figure. I guess that's why it's priced.
Just a big motherfucker, pretty much.
But it's a statue. He doesn't have any double joints on the knees or the elbows. No ab crunch, and it's pretty much just a statue. I mean, maybe that head sculpt right there might be worth something. I don't know. But yeah, the consensus seems to be that it's definitely not worth $125, and that you could get the SH Figuarts version or maybe even the Marvel Legends version and be okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have this guy coming. Oh yeah, the Diamond Select version is good too. I have this guy coming, but I didn't pay $125, but I'm not gonna keep him. I don't want the figure actually. I just wanna review him maybe, I guess. I don't know. But I guess by the time I get him, it won't even be worth reviewing. It's reviews trickling out already. So
I think throwing yours out there will still garner some people want to hear your views on it.
I'm gonna let this one go though. As far as I'm not gonna keep it, is what I'm saying. I'm not a Mezco completionist. I don't need every Mezco figure, and I have the SH Figuarts Thor Ragnarok Hulk. And the thing about this too is that you got Hulk, and they're gonna be putting out Thor, right? And that's pretty much it. Well, they got Hela too, right?
Yeah, she looks hella whack.
Yeah, she looks hella bad. Yeah. I think I said this before on the podcast, but if Mezco was going to complete like that little 4-man squad from the end of the movie, Hulk, Thor, Valkyrie, and Loki,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I might be more tempted to get this. But even then, it's not like
he doesn't have all the shit on.
Yeah, he didn't have all the shit on by the end of the movie. So it's like, it's really, you really just got to be a collector of Mezco shit to just want this. It's very standalone-ish. So, Rick, I know you're not fucking with this at all. Yeah, Rick is
silence.
Somebody walked into my room, so I'd forgotten to press unmute. Yeah, I'm not fucking buying this in any way, shape, or form. No thanks.
Yeah, if this wasn't, if this was 100, then maybe I would be in the realm of thinking about it. But like 125 is too much for basically this. It's just so poorly articulated, and like, I mean, so if there's any good thing to pull away from it is the sculpt work is very nice on this figure. Like, I mean, the texture on his skin looks really good. All the small details in his armor and like the fabric that you get with it, and like even the paint looks really cool. So like this is not what the figure looks like, first of all, in these product shots. So like the real figure, like his armor plate right here seems to be metal, but it's like it's a much lighter blue. And then all this paint is here, but it's like a metallic paint also. So the paintwork is really nice, and the sculpt is super nice. But like you said, Boog, it's basically a statue.
Homeboy that reviewed him, did he do any like head swaps and shit with other figures?
He didn't do anything. Huh?
Oh boy.
But like it's
what the fuck
just is he doing? It's rough. He's got the Boma knees going on right here. See it again. It's just I don't know. It's just, I understand why it costs more than like regular Mezcos, but like it's still not okay. That it's $125. Like I can understand why it's $125. He's brand new sculpt. He's fucking huge, and he's just like a big dude, a one-off license that they'll never be able to use again. Whatever, I get it, but like still at the same time, like $125 is pretty much the most they've ever charged for a single figure, if I'm not mistaken.
Honestly, for this price, you should have been able to remove the armor parts.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
should have been part of the whole Mezco thing. You know what I'm saying?
Should have been able to remove the armor. Like he could have come with like some extra shit to make him just like regular Hulk that you could get him from the end of the movie. Like
if you could have removed all the armor and slipped some pants on him or some shit like that, that would have been fire.
And it wouldn't have been hard either. Just make these braces removable. Maybe you don't even have to give him new feet. Just give him like shoes. The only questionable thing is like the tattoos. But like, but even then, like if you just put some pants on him, like I really wouldn't care about the tattoos. Like as long as the option is there, Then,
oh my god! You could see in this picture that those elbows probably only bend that much right there.
Yeah, it's a very low range of movement for this. which
Damn.
sucks. And like you hear people like, well, he's a big muscly guy. I was like, have you seen the Hulk ever? Like, have you seen the way this guy moves in the film?
Yeah.
he's like contorting and shit. Like, I mean,
yeah, he's still pretty fucking agile.
Yeah, he's a flexible guy, man. Considering his, I mean, even considering his size, he's pretty flexible. And like at a base level, like like a personal thing for me at a base level, if your figure doesn't have like any kind of ab crunch, like what are you doing? Like, I know for a while, a lot of people are like, well, if my figure can do the splits, then I'll do it. Or like if it has like double jointed elbows, I'll do it. Or if it's nothing less than that, whatever. But for me, it's like if you don't have a good ab crunch, like whatever. Like why even bother?
Yeah, this is Dragon Star's level.
It's rough, man. And we called, like, I remember that one week when we were talking about Aquaman, and we were like, maybe it was Wonder Woman, but we started seeing that trend of Mezco figures not really having an ab crunch. We looked at this figure and we're like, oh shit, well does this not have an ab crunch too? And we were kind of like, there's no way this wouldn't have an ab crunch, but yo, here we are.
Jeez.
It just does not, which sucks, man, because it could have been like a really cool figure.
When's the Thor supposed to be coming out?
Who knows? 2025 at this point.
That's crazy. When the fuck did this movie drop? The movie's already fucking over a year old, right?
Yeah. It's over a year. I was gonna say way over, maybe not way over. But,
it's way over.
I just like from this movie in particular, so many companies got this license.
November 3rd, 2017. So yeah, we just over a year and a month.
Yeah, so like I'm almost tired of seeing this version of the Hulk. Like, how many people are gonna do it at this point? And that Thor, like, how many people are going to do that Thor? We have like tons of figures.
It's just a personal thing, but I really hate looking at pictures or figures from things of this movie because that song just fucking plays in my head every time I see it. I'm dead serious. It pisses me off. I'm looking at this Hulk right now and I just hear, ah! It fucking gets me every time. Like, damn it, no.
All right, so that's basically it for Hulk. Did you want to say some more stuff about that Iron Man?
I mean, it's a great figure. If you can still get it, then get it. As far as I know, it's still on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, so they obviously still haven't gone through whatever their allotment is yet. But Iron Man's nice. During a review, I opened up my Mezco Classic Captain America just to see how they stack up, and I think the size between those was right and was good. And so all we need is a classic Thor now for Mezco, and hopefully they don't fuck that up. Hopefully they'll make him massive and he will look good with Iron Man and Captain America. But yeah, like I said, get that Iron Man figure. It's nice. The light up feature is good. I mean, and look, Iron Man was $90, $100 basically. It made sense when you feel the figure, when you have the figure in hand and you see how the light up feature works. It's not no like dull ass LED. Like, it's actually pretty lit.
Yeah.
And
his face, you weren't feeling the face though, right?
No, I didn't like the face though.
It's such a soft sculpt.
Yeah, he's like smushed in there.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was about to say. It looks like the helmet was mushing his face, and now it's just like that when he pulls off the faceplate. Shit, yeah, that's how it looks. But if they would have nailed that face, man, that would have really took that figure over the top. The other thing is, I was trying, and I didn't look at anybody else's review, but you can't pop the head off as far as I saw. So, so I don't. If you could pop the head off, that would have been great too, because then you could have did your own thing as far as just a completely unhelmeted, unmasked Tony Stark, you know. But
do you think maybe with some heat it could come off? I don't think what mechanically would keep it on. There's really no reason for it to just be like.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking, because I'm like, it's no light up feature in the head. You know, I don't know, but I wasn't comfortable continuing to pull it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? If I sit here and break this figure right now, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so
the review's over. Cancel it.
Basically, shut that shit down. So, but yeah. Other than that, it's fire, man. It's a really, really good figure. And you know, again, I mentioned this too, being that it didn't have any cloth, any soft goods and shit. It's literally just a completely articulated, die cast, shiny ass, nice figure and shit. And you know, it could go with your legends. It could go whatever, man. It's good, man. It's good money. They did a good job on that. I'm thinking that the stealth, the blue armor, is gonna look really, really nice too. I saw a couple people comment that the black and gold one was still really nice, and they still like it too. I passed on that just because it wasn't really the Marvel Now look. You know, it was just the colorway, basically. But I can see them. Go ahead, what you gonna say?
I think the people that like are really into that black and gold one really have no connection to the Marvel Now, like Iron Man, like design. They just think it's like a cool color scheme for that mold.
No doubt. I can definitely see them exploring more armors though. If they continue doing Iron Man armors in the same fashion with a light up feature and maybe some unmasked or unhelmeted capabilities, it'd be money, man. I could see them doing a play on Silver Centurion. I could see them doing a play on the modular. You know, just like Sentinel did with a bunch of different armors. You know, it would be really, really nice to see them explore that.
Yeah, they've basically proven themselves at this point, honestly.
Yeah. I guarantee we'll get a Silver Centurions style Iron Man from Mezco. They're going to do it. They're definitely.
Boom, you're here first.
But yeah, what was there anything else with Mezco that we wanted to talk about?
Let's touch on the Popeye one more time, I guess. You have him. You say he's great, right? Basically,
yeah, he's great. He's great. He's really nice. It's a nice set of accessories. It's got a lot of playability. Peacoat is pretty nice.
Have you tried putting that peacoat on other figures?
Yeah, I thought about that immediately, but not yet. The thing about the Popeye figure is he's small. It's a smaller figure. It's not the average height of any of the Mezco figures. In fact, I think that maybe Wolverine should have been the size of Popeye. maybe just a tad bit taller. You know what? I gotta do some size comparisons. I actually didn't even record any size comparisons. So but yeah, he's a small dude, so that coat is only going to fit on
a couple of people,
a couple figures. Yeah.
The arms are going to be mad wide too because he's got those big ass forearms.
And you know, since you have him in hand, it isn't annoying the fact that the Scully isn't like a real fabric Scully.
I'm not mad at that yet. I haven't tried it on any other figures, so let me see. Because, you know, the hats are kind of like, well, at least the Scully is like fitted to his head. Even like, you know, it's not covering his whole head, but it's like, it kind of like pops on there like perfectly though. Like, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would have loved to have had a fabric one because like I honestly would have been tempted to buy this Popeye just for the beanie, so I could have put it on my Punisher when it comes in.
I said the same exact shit when I was talking about it. I'm like, when I first saw the figure, that was one of the things that stood out to me was the beanie. I'm like, oh shit, a beanie. I thought about Luke Cage. I thought about Punisher. I thought about everybody and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try the hat on other people as well. But he's got the beanie and he's got the sailor hat and the two like sailor hats, the one without the brim and the one with the brim. Basically, He's got the peacoat. He's got 6 pipes.
Jesus,
I don't really see any difference between the pipes. It's just kind of extra, I think.
Just pipes on deck, huh? Damn.
Yeah, just
pipes on
pipes, basically. And everything looks good, pipes. Man.
Fuck.
The 3 full sets of additional hands plus 1 pointing hand, and what else?
Spinach, compass.
The spinach, the compass, the telescope, or whatever you would call it.
duffel bag.
An additional head, and a duffel bag. Yeah, duffel bag boys.
They Popeye on that
That's
bag.
it. I like how the spinach can, he ripped the fucking label off.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else really that you might want with Popeye. I think they covered all the bases for this guy.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes they fuck you over on some of these accessories with these Mezco figures, man.
Yeah. If you have that Superman, you can pair that chain that came with that Superman with him too.
Which, oh shit, yeah, word. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Chain gang.
If you had an anchor, it'd be over.
Word.
You can go to Hobby Lobby and grab an anchor.
Shit, only other thing they could have threw in there was a little like rowboat or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm sure people will be looking for boats now, little rowboats or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fishing or whatever. But there'll be a lot of Popeye displays with him near the water or on the water or whatever the case may be. Now the only thing they could do now is put out a Brutus, put out an olive oil or some shit, you know?
If they do like a Pluto, it's fucking over. Especially if they do them in like this size, in like this style, and they kind of just like go nuts with like the stylization of him. Like if he's like just huge and like really wacky proportions, it'd be pretty cool.
Yo, you know what? Now that I think about it, why the fuck didn't this Popeye come with a barrel?
Shit. Yeah, you're right. Who knows?
Weird, man.
Word.
Maybe a hot dog? Hamburger?
Hamburger.
Yeah, I highly doubt we'll get a Wimpy, but I mean, shit, I'm for it. If they want to delve deep into the Popeye lore, then since they hit a home run with this guy, I can't really see them messing up. I'd like to really see how they would explore Bluto. Bluto Brutus. What's the deal with that?
It's Bluto.
But
he's called Brutus in other countries too, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Maybe some countries has Bluto meaning a bad word. Hey man, Bluto kind of sounds like puto in Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be.
Let's see.
I see it listed as both.
Oh shit.
First result. Is it Bluto or Brutus? Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do a corrections or a fact check. People in the chat, give us a fact check, please.
Come on, anybody from any South American countries can let us know if maybe that's the reason it's Brutus. Anybody from Venezuela would really be sick, or Brazil, or anywhere that would have a different pronunciation. Hit us with the facts.
Let's see. Oh, so it was changed. It was changed to Brutus because it was believed that Paramount Pictures owned the rights to Bluto, so they changed his name. Blah 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 blah.
That was for the movie. Is that what it was? Was that for the movie?
I don't know. It's this article is mad long. I don't want to read this shit.
Can we talk about how fucking Robin Williams was Popeye? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Word. I forgot about that shit. God damn.
Yeah, that was dumb old. I remember that movie when I was a kid. Would play a lot on TV.
Man, what a film!
I totally forgot about that. Fucking Robin Williams was fucking nuts. Rest in peace to, rest in peace to Robin Williams.
There you go. Of course. I guess the last thing from Mezco is this tactical suit Batman.
What the hell even is this?
Justice League, baby.
Oh my god, I could have sworn this was already made.
Wait, this is dropping or this is coming out? Well, I mean, that's the same shit. But this is out now, or
I don't think it's out now, but I think it ships super soon. Fabio mentioned it in the chat, so I just figured we'd bring it.
Where the hell is Fabio?
What the fuck is he doing in the chat?
We could have used his Venezuelan line.
It's a while ago. It's a while ago. Just lurking in the shadows. I'm waiting for Neck, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. That's basically what he's thinking.
He hears NECA while he's watching the stream, and then he shows up. Hey guys, sorry, I was.
This shit looks dope, but you can tell that shit ain't gonna be able to move at all. He could barely fucking move in the movie. So
exactly. Well, it's the perfect excuse, honestly.
Basically,
there we go.
That shit looked like a straight up like. I don't know what it looked like. It looked like Kanye West, a little fucking peep or whatever that kid's name is. Shit look nuts.
Yeah. All right. Well, since this doesn't come out till February, we're not really gonna fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what there was to say about it.
Well, it's there.
Yeah, Mezco's backed up though for sure right now. They got Gladiator, Hulk, Iron Man, Popeye. There's some other shit that's supposed to be dropping right now too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lot of people were bugging earlier last week because a whole bunch of stuff hit the cart pretty much. Like, oh, it's coming out.
Yeah. Well, you should already know, man. And you should if you got 4 or 5 years of experience in this shit, you know
Yeah.
every time around Christmas, everything's gonna start fucking dropping. They're not playing.
Yeah, they're not fucking around for sure.
Basically, so.
Next up is NECA. But what is coming from NECA? Fabio, we need you.
I saw those Terminator figures were shown, and that was all I could think of.
Okay, yeah.
Which movie? Terminator? Which movie?
They're like a classic styled one. They're like on blister packs, like the old school figures were.
Boom. The Kenner style Terminator figures right here. On these blister packs, these look pretty cool.
Yeah, those are sick. I want that Arnold.
Yeah, so it's basically just like a reimagining of the old Kenner figures, but with the new sculpts and stuff like that, which is a great idea.
Gotcha.
I'll take that Arnold for sure.
100%. Yeah, these look super tight.
We also saw the Ultimate Pennywise, who has an LED.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And
I do want to talk about that.
Really? So how much is that going to be from NECA?
I have no idea. They said deluxe, so I'm assuming it's going to be like $40.
Yeah, $40.
And we also saw a new cloth figure of Pamela from Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Oh, okay.
Corpse of Pamela.
She got like a blue sweater?
Yeah, she got the blue sweater. She got the knitted on.
Blue knitted.
She got the hobo knitted.
Here we go. I got that too. All right, so here is the girl with the blue sweater. I don't know shit about this franchise.
There's Big Mama.
Rick, take it away. This is who's this?
That's Pamela Voorhees.
Oh, so the mom. Why she got shit on her face?
She's a corpse.
Okay. It checks out.
That's the corpse. So hey man, looks true.
I believe it.
There it is. She's rotting away.
Damn. Are they gonna have real hair on this? Not real hair, obviously.
Like
horse hair.
Like Barbie hair. Whatever. Yeah, it looks like it.
Damn.
If not, then this is a great tease.
That's it.
Man. I want my women with horse hair.
Damn. Real shit. Huh?
Shout out to all the Indian women sacrificing their hair for the people of America.
Yeah. Look good.
Gotta look fly.
That's it. So here's this Pennywise, which is I'm actually pretty stoked for this. This looks nuts.
That's a must buy right there. Look at that.
This looks crazy. I can't believe it. This is incredible. Like I can't believe how much I really like this figure. It's got the fucking weirdo girl painting face right here. She doesn't look as fucked up in the sculpt as she did in the movie.
You know, it's moments like these where you think to yourself, like, man, maybe NECA's doing it right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, this is definitely their it's when they shine, honestly, right here. Got all the hands and shit coming out of his mouth. Damn.
Well, this is what they do, man. They freaking give you a little bit at a fucking time and just keep making you buy the same fucking figure over and over.
Yeah, we've already had 2 Pennywise. That means that they got to release the ultimate one.
That's it.
And then there's going to be an accessories pack. I remember, right?
Damn. Plus, I mean, fiscally, it's smart. You know, why would you show like your biggest and baddest first when you can just make money off of the smaller shit? Just makes sense.
Yeah, just give him a little taste. He's not getting in the fridge.
That's it.
Just a little taste. I just need a little taste.
This Deadlights accessory looks crazy, man. It looks really good.
Oh yeah,
that looks great.
Dope.
At first, I thought it was just like light piping, but it's gonna light up on its own.
Yeah, it's gonna light up.
Dude. That's crazy. And look at his little spider legs.
Boom. Big time Spidey.
Big time letdown.
Big time down Spidey. Shout out to Russ
That's it.
and all the babies he's having.
Yeah, doing
Word. He's out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He don't stop.
For as much as his figure looks great, you get really sucked right back into reality when they try and recreate that dancing pose, and it looks fucking nothing like it. Like, all right, well, the ride had to stop sometime.
He looks like he's about to bully somebody.
The fuck you saying to me?
He said, "Give me your fucking lunch money, kid."
Hey, Jerry, nice shoes. Those from Payless?
Oh man, yeah. So that's it for this little guy. Next up is a spoiler-free discussion of Spider-Verse. So if you guys haven't seen Spider-Verse yet, first of all, go watch it immediately.
Right
second
now.
of all, we won't be talking any spoilers here, so you guys are good.
See that shit in 3D too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How were the effects in 3D? Did they
It was
make
great,
sense? Were they
man.
cool?
Yeah, it was fucking good. It was
I worked
actually really good.
I can't do
I'd actually, I'm a cheap motherfucker. I wasn't trying to pay no 3D prices for me and two other people, but I didn't have a choice, and it was the only showing that we could go to because my girl was working till 9 p.m. and me and my daughter had shit to do during the day, so we saw a 10 p.m. show, and we went and picked her up at the mall where she works and got some food real quick, and then went right into the movie. So I had to pay for 3D because that was the only thing that was fucking available, even though I bought the ticket at freaking like 9 o'clock in the morning and shit.
Damn.
But yeah, it was great in 3D, man. It was great, man. I think it's a better experience in 3D. I mean, how can I say? I didn't see 2D, but
Well, you can imagine.
I don't. Yeah, but I think that it's maybe more enjoyable as far as the big screen is concerned. Watching it at home or whatever, when it's all said and done, then of course. And the other thing is, it has so much replay value, man, because you're not going to get everything. It's very fast paced, man. It's very fast paced, and a lot of the fucking comedic timing, the jokes and shit like that, you don't. They'll go over your head, man. They'll go over a kid's head for sure, because there was a lot of little like funny things in there, man. But I loved it. I thought it was really good. Rick, you saw it too, right?
Hell yeah. Not in 3D because wearing glasses means no 3D.
Yeah.
Hey, my daughter had her glasses on and the 3D glasses over her glasses.
That's what I do.
I do that, and then like I only vaguely see 3D, so I was like, man, fuck this, I'm gonna pay for this shit.
Yeah,
but it makes sense, you know. There's a lot of swinging, there's a lot of like good jumping movement with Spider-Man characters, so
you know,
a lot of fucking action. Period. Like it was pretty much all action.
Miles with the Jordan 1s, they're fantastic. Yeah, it was an incredible film. If you
off of what you said, Rick, real quick, in terms of like in 3D, like the first big set piece with Spider-Man gave me like very heavy like Universal Orlando Spider-Man ride vibes.
Okay.
Every time like there was like a big action set piece and like Spider-Man was like swinging around, it felt like you were in a ride. Like, I know people throw around the phrase like this movie felt like it was a wild ride, but this shit felt like a ride, especially if you've been on that Spider-Man ride in Orlando, which is arguably the best ride in that whole park. Like, dude, it just felt like it. Oh, sorry, continue, Rick. My bad.
All I was saying was that it was wild. It was a really, really good movie. I don't know if I trust someone that didn't like this movie.
That's what
like
I'm saying,
you know some of those movies where like if somebody doesn't like it, you're just like, dude, you're just hating at this point. Like you just want to hate.
Much.
Like, I mean, you don't have to think it's the next coming of Jesus, but like, I mean, to not like.
But you know why it's such a big win for Marvel though is because they have shitty fucking animated films.
Yeah, basically.
Absolute shit. Absolute dog.
So this shit was a fucking home run, grand slam, man. Fucking
yeah,
great,
it
man.
hit on every note. It was just so dope. Yeah, I cannot praise it enough.
How about the score, man? The fucking music was phenomenal, man. It was fucking great soundtrack, and oh damn, I don't want to say, but one of the villains like score or his
Yeah,
like music, fucking crazy, wasn't
exactly. Yeah, I was
it?
gonna say the same thing. Like, so the soundtrack of the movie is so good. It's such like a great representation of today's like culture and Miles Morales as a person.
Yes,
But then
yes,
the actual musical score, like the orchestrated score, is so good. And like
yes.
in terms of like how the movie looks visually, how much fun they have with different like visual styles and stuff, the score in the movie plays with like these weird ass sound effects too. And like it's just one of the villains in the movie, his score is so like menacing. It
That
just
shit
sounds
is
like so
fire,
sick.
though.
It's
It's
so
just
cool.
dope, though. It really is. It's just
Yeah,
fucking dope.
I mean, there's a very big reason why everybody keeps sharing pictures of them listening to the soundtrack.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. It's a great soundtrack. Damn, it's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
can't even tell you the last time that I purchased a soundtrack to a
From a
movie,
flick.
but
Yeah.
I might actually fuck with this. But the vibe of the movie, the feeling of the movie was so like young. It was so
Yeah.
like modern and like hip and like it was it's one of those movies that um obviously, you know, it's great for parents to take their kids and whatever. You guys connect on totally different levels at the same time though, like with the movie and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's a weird feeling. My daughter got a fucking kick out of it. It was great to her, but you know, obviously it was great to me too, but for totally different reasons though,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean. It was like, it's good, man. They did a
You know,
really good job, man. And I
you know what?
like how, what was you gonna say? Go ahead.
I was gonna say it makes you wonder if the success of not only the Black Panther movie but the album of Black Panther success
Mm.
that they push this soundtrack to the limit as well.
Yeah, yeah, could be, could be. You see, it was a lot of fucking hip hop. It was a lot of fucking, you know, R&B and like, you know,
Yeah.
shit like that. But I like how it was cultured. It wasn't stereotypical of everybody's ethnicities and shit like that. I think they did a really good job representing Miles and um, his parents' ethnicities, and like all of that shit was great. The beginning with them speaking Spanish and all of
Yeah.
that shit was fire, man. It was just really
Speaking
really cool, man.
speaking of that, like so I saw this movie in Florida. I visited like my wife's family and stuff like that. So like her dad remarried a Hispanic woman and they had a kid as well. And we brought her. Her name is Adrian. It's my littlest like stepsister, like not stepsister, but sister-in-law, sister, whatever.
Hmm.
And like she'd like seen all the commercials and stuff. And like I don't really watch the commercials, so I don't know how well it was explained that he's like half Latino or whatever. But like
Hmm.
I was sitting right next to her in the theater, and like as soon as they started speaking Spanish, like her face like lit up. It was so crazy.
Hmm.
And like she just like looked at us. She was like, "Oh, it's Spanish! You're speaking Spanish." And I was like, "Yeah, it's awesome." It was like, it was really cool. Like it was like a very like heartwarming moment to see like such a young like a young person like see themselves like represented on like the big screen like that. It was crazy.
Definitely, definitely, and I got the same sort of reaction in my theater too,
Yeah,
from a lot of the kids. Um,
Yeah, it's
it,
like how Black Panther was here in the Bay Area because you know it
exactly.
took place in Oakland. Like I can only imagine being in New York, being a Puerto Rican, being Dominican, and watching that film and being like, "Yo,
Yeah,
not only is it fucking New York, this kid is biracial. He's not only black, he's fucking Latino, and
mhm.
he's speaking Spanish. It must have been really dope to watch in New York."
yeah. I can't even
And
imagine.
man, yeah, that just, I mean, come on, Hollywood and fucking white people. I should have been doing shit like this.
Yeah,
I
Black
should have
Panther, Crazy Rich Asians.
been.
Now this, like, is this not showing you that minorities like we want this shit?
Yeah,
Or and other people do too. You know we need that representation, man. This was big, man. I felt really good about it culturally. Like, you know what I mean? I
exactly.
didn't feel, there wasn't one moment where I felt they were pushing it too far, or I felt like embarrassed or like, you know, like cringe, like, oh no, 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 y'all didn't
Yeah,
nail that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
They
know
were
exactly what you're saying.
on target. You know what I'm saying? So really good movie. You guys got to see it. We want to talk about it deeper I guess in the coming weeks or the next week or so. We won't spoil anything now, but
yeah, next week if we're back next week, I'm sorry, but there's no holds barred. You better go watch it.
Right, because I think I need to. I think I want to see it again between now and when we get to really discuss it in depth. Though.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it every night since it came out with like different friends.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like I've had time to like stew, and like I've had like revelations of like plot points that I kind of like missed in the first time, and just like I know Rick and I always talk about how like Spider-Man 2, it like from a film standpoint in terms of like just good filmmaking and good directing and good writing, how like everything has a beginning and end, and everything's like every lesson that's taught is like revisited at the end and stuff like that. It's the same thing with this movie. It's so good. And like just with more and more viewings, you just pick up on more and more stuff. And it's more than like just like funny references, because there are a lot of really cool references in this movie and cool Easter eggs in that, but like the more and more you watch it, the more and more you realize and pick up on like stuff like plot, like seeds that were planted early in the movie that like really like bloom and grow by the end of the film. It's really cool.
No doubt, no doubt. What was the runtime for the movie?
Ooh, I don't know. It seemed long, but not long enough. Honestly, let's see. I can figure it out. The pacing was really good, like you said earlier.
Yeah, it
like,
was.
There was never a moment where I was like, yeah, you got to move on. It was just everything was just like going and going.
I like how they. I won't go. I like how they just mixed up everything, man. It was a good mix of every bit of Spider-Man, comic book shit from the 616 or whatever they call in the main universe, Ultimate Universe shit. Just like it was a good mixture of how they did everything in the movie. Like
the runtime was an hour and 57 minutes.
Yeah, hour 57, just under 2 hours.
Okay. All right. Okay.
By the way, it was crazy how the price of Noir doubled already. It used to be 20 easy. Now it's looking like 40.
Yeah, I knew like when I missed out on Noir and then I saw this movie coming out, I was like, I have to get him. But like every other time I saw him on like the secondary market, it was always on card, and people were always were charging like $30 for it, and I was like, I don't care about the BAF for this one. So like,
well, go ahead.
No, yes, like I never really needed the BAF for that wave. What wave was that? Was that Venom?
Lizard? Right?
Was it Lizard?
Yeah, I think it might have been Lizard. Let me look it up. It was Lizard?
I'm almost certain.
But like I just never bothered to get him on card, and then like I just bit the bullet with the sale.
Yeah, it was Lizard. He comes with a Lizard.
It was Lizard for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked. Like I saw you put up a picture, Boog, of like just the Marvel incarnations, like the Legends incarnations of all these these characters put together, which makes me really glad that I got a Spider Ham when it came out.
Yeah, because that was gonna fucking shoot up too, even though it's a shitty figure overall. But that's gonna shoot up. I wouldn't be surprised if the price of that Spider Builder figure goes up as well. And Pizza Spidey's already out of this fucking world anyway, so. But that's what we can actually talk about in depth is possibilities for figures from the movie and who's going to tackle this and what's going to happen. I mean, I would assume that it's like fucking open season for everybody to just kind of get in on it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who do we want to see produce figures from this movie. I don't see. I see what Legends did, but I don't see Legends doing anything specifically from the movie.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I see that Marvel Legends obviously has known about the cast of this movie and what was going to be going on for quite some time. And they already been obviously releasing all of these characters and shit. You know what I'm saying? We about to get a new Kingpin. We got fucking other villains that were in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like Marvel Legends has been on top of this. They knew what was coming, but I could see every company getting involved, even people like 3A and shit getting involved with the characters from this movie. But as far as like doing the full like core Spider-Verse team, what do you think?
I would, as much as I don't want to pay $80 a figure, I would prefer Mafex. Because I think Mafex would have what I like in a perfect world. I want figures like this, but I want the head sculpt stylized in their own styles.
No doubt.
Because I feel like if Marvel Legends did it, they would just like reuse a Peter Parker head.
They glaze over the shit. No doubt.
And it's like it's just the style, the art style of these heads that basically make like these guys so distinctive. So like if they just put out like just a Spider-Man figure, it wouldn't really look like Peter B. Parker if it wasn't this head sculpt, honestly. And then a Miles as well. Like, you know, Marvel Legends, they put out just like they just hit the light skin filter on the old Miles they had. But like
that is absolutely what they did.
Yeah, but like give him a fro or something, you know, like he distinctively has a fro in here.
His
like,
fro isn't even a big fro either. It's a very small fro.
Like a medium kind of thing. And like Gwen, like she has like that faux undercut. And like I think Mafex would really kill it with Gwen, Peter B. Parker and Miles. I could see them doing like pretty nice on that Penny Parker too, and that stylized Spider. Just anything, you know. The Spider Ham would probably be like hit or miss with anybody that tries to make him, just because he'd be so little.
Oh man, you're forgetting Nendoroid Spider.
Nendoroid bodies. Let's do it. That's what I did.
You're 10 steps ahead of everyone, Pancho.
I think you're onto something with Mafex doing the characters though. I could definitely see them coming out as the front runner for something like this. But I could see Mezco doing Miles over, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
I would like Mezco to do a Spider-Man Noir, honestly. Just because
you know what, that would actually be pretty lit. Yeah. That actually might be nice.
And they have you could just use the hat from Old Man Logan, pretty much.
Definitely.
Just a little bit of modifications. I was looking for a figure that had this style of like just really high fedora type of thing, and the only thing I could really think of was Old Man Logan. And I'll paint his hat black. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say the only problem is it's brown, but yeah, definitely. I was thinking about the same shit, and it's probably the only one that might fit on the Legends too.
Exactly.
I have 2 Old Man Logans. I guess I know what I'm going to do with the second hat.
Yeah, I got.
There you have it.
There you go. I never display mine with the hat anyway, so whatever.
The hat counts.
Do it, but yeah, Mafex would kill it. I'm just trying to think of like who so Penny Parker's style is obviously the most like is the most stylized in the movie. You could argue like Peter Porker too, just because he looks like he looks like Porky Pig. But like Penny Parker, her art style is so different from everybody else's. Maybe Revoltech or Amazing Yamaguchi or something. I could see them doing like the spider like mech, and like them really killing it with the spider mech, especially with Revoltech joints.
The spider mech would be genius.
Shit, you might have to mix and match lines.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
could you imagine some shit like that? Like all of the companies getting together to produce one figure in the particular style of that character, but it'd be like a group, company wide.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be like incredible. That would be like that would be the equivalent of We Are the World music.
Basically. Literally.
We are the world in figure.
Yo, that's spot on. That's exactly what that would be like. Shit. Could you imagine some shit like that? What type of fucking logistics would they have to go through to make some shit like that happen?
I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ. But yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing figures from this movie for sure. That's all I kept thinking about, man. Looking through the movie and looking at it, like, fuck, man, who's gonna kill us as far as the action figures are concerned?
Yeah.
So many great fucking designs, man. So many great costume designs, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go rewatch the movie tomorrow. So I just please go watch it. It is really good.
even little simple shit like Gwen having on the ballet slippers and shit. Like that's fire. It's a fucking great idea. You know what I'm saying? It's great for her character. Like, you know, it makes sense. Like, you know, so
Very cool. There's a lot of small stuff that I want to talk about, like, but next week or whatever. Because I know a big thing was like people were bugging like how come Peter didn't reckon, like in the trailers, like they cut it to where Peter's when they meet Gwen, Peter's like, who are you? And like I forgot who said it, but they're like, how the fuck do you not know who fucking Gwen Stacy is? You're Peter Parker. But like there's like but I think they do a good job of explaining it in the movie. But
and they also switched up a lot of shit from the trailers.
Yeah. The trailers, what I noticed is they were purposefully edited wrong.
Yes.
And like there's scenes in the trailer that happen in the movie, but characters are wearing different costumes and it's a different time of day.
Definitely,
which I noticed as well, which is pretty.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is I almost wish that more people would do that because like, you know, I'm not like, you know, fucking Todd levels where I won't watch a single trailer.
Word.
But like I'll watch like trailer 1, 2, and 3 and like that's it. I won't watch any TV spots or whatever. I've said this story before on the podcast. Like when Amazing Spider-Man 2 was coming out, I watched everything that came out online for that movie. And I literally saw the entire movie. Basically at that point. They released so much stuff for that movie. But yeah, this I can't wait. Like watching the movie, like I'm same as you, Boog. Like I just kept on wanting the figures of these. In the back of my mind, I was like, "Fuck, I don't have that Spider-Man Noir." And then like I was like, "But it'll be okay. It's fine. It's just Spider-Man Noir." Like I like Spider-Man Noir, but like every time he said some funny shit in the movie, it just made me want that figure more and more. So great.
That is definitely a role that could not and should not have been played by anyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other shit we didn't. We didn't really talk about the casting, which was fucking phenomenal as well. The voice acting was great, man.
The Penny Parker voice was genius. That was Kimiko Glenn.
Yeah.
And Kimiko Glenn is just like perfect for the character. Mm. John Mulaney for fucking what's his name? Spider-Ham.
That was a good cast.
I was just gonna say Peter Porker, but yeah. Peter Porker. Yeah, that was awesome too.
It's all great.
It's all good. It's incredible. I hope that this not only leads. I mean, we're definitely going to get a sequel, but I hope this leads to like other heroes getting this treatment too because they deserve it. You know, there's just
no doubt.
You know, I say it all the time with anime, and people get really annoyed. Like I have a lot of arguments and conversations with people. Like sometimes, man, things just don't translate well in live action, or not just that, but they just can't be captured the way that they can be captured animated. Like, you know, some animes are just not meant to be live action, and this is one of those films that like certain things that you see in it, you just know like if this was written this way for a Tom Holland movie, it just wouldn't have worked. There's just some things animated features can only capture.
You know what one final thing that I want to say about this, and piggybacking off what you said, is like just how much fun they had with like all the different clashing styles of animation. Like one of the coolest things in the whole movie is like you see it a lot in anime. Like they do impact frames in anime where like for one frame, like the whole frame is just like either black and white, and you just see like the outline and silhouette of characters just to emphasize like a really heavy hit or something like that. It happens in Dragon Ball a lot. But like they have like their own version of impact frames in here where the whole thing is just like the whole movie's obviously in 3D, but like 1 or 2 frames in a fight will just be like drawn over in 2D with just like these big like comic book letters everywhere. So good.
Yep.
They really had so much fun.
Little pop-ups. Like I kept thinking about fucking A.C.B.A. Like
yeah, exactly.
You know, some of the storyboard kind of it looked like a comic book, literally like a live action comic book. It was really good what they did, man. Really, really good. And yeah, like you said, I'd like to see. I mean, any other main character could get an animated movie like this. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Captain America, fucking Iron Man, doesn't matter. It made sense for them to jump out in front with Spider-Man, though, for sure.
Yeah, especially hot off the heels of like Spider-Verse, like all that stuff. I think like in terms of bigger picture, it's like introducing the idea of like alternate dimensions and alternate universes for like casual moviegoers, like the same way that the MCU, they couldn't just go straight to space. They just have to have like a bridge movie, like Thor
Right.
was like their entry movie into like, oh, there's people in space, and then then they went full blown with Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. But like this is like a good point. This is like a good film for people like casual audiences to go, oh, so there are other dimensions. Like, oh well, like so this is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Spider-Man, but he's not Peter Parker Spider-Man. And even though this Peter Parker is not Tom Holland Peter Parker, he's just another Spider-Man. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. And that just opens up doors eventually for like the MCU to just do like different characters and stuff like that. And I mean, obviously the dream is just Miles in the MCU, but like, I mean, me and my friend were talking about that. He was like, the dream is Miles in MCU. And I was like, yeah, I'm living the dream now. This is the dream here.
Yeah, no doubt.
This is great.
Shout out to Nicolas Cage, man. He was in a good movie, man. He was in a good movie. He did it.
He did it.
Big shout out to Ghost Rider.
Yeah, for real. God.
The 2 times he attempted it.
Oh man. But
he really his lines in this movie really stole the show from me. It was they were so funny. I couldn't believe it.
Honestly, I didn't I knew some of the cast before, but then I kind of like forgot. I was like relearning and remembering who they were by like trying to pinpoint their voice throughout it. Me and my girl kept saying, "Oh, that sounds like so and so." She was saying that more often than not. She's the one that picked out Nicolas Cage. I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was in the shit. To be honest, or maybe I knew and I forgot or whatever. You know, I just didn't really look at the cast like that, to be honest. And she's the one that pinpointed his voice and a couple of others too. So I was like, oh shit. Homeboy that played dude that plays the fuck is that show that comes on Showtime?
New Girl?
What you say?
New Girl?
No. The dude, he's like a fixer. He's like a white guy. And he's like always helping the celebrities out and doing shit and like the fuck is the name of that show?
Damn.
Who's in the chat? Somebody down there knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Fixer that fixed celebrities' things.
He played the villain. God damn it. Ray Donovan.
Oh yeah. Now there we go. Ray Donovan. I've never seen Ray Donovan, but
okay. His name is Strider or Schneider or some shit like that. I don't know. But anyway.
Something Shriver.
Is it Levi?
Shriver.
Levi Shriver, maybe?
Is that the name of a show? What are we talking about?
No, that's his real name.
Oh, Ray Donovan. Ray Donovan, a
Leave
character?
Shriver. It's Leave. By the way, if nobody knows this, his half brother is Porn Stash from Orange Is the New Black. That's a fun fact for you. His half brother's Porn Stash.
Yeah, Leave Schreiber. Okay, right. Yeah, he's got that real gruff voice. You know, it was great, man. It was
Dude,
great.
That's a damn shame. He was a really great Sabretooth.
He was.
He was well casted for it. It just wasn't time for that shit.
My biggest takeaway from live action Sabretooth is so I've never seen the actual final movie of the Wolverine. I just saw that half CGI finished bootleg that leaked 3 months before the movie came out. And there's a part where he's at the school and he's like tapping on the glass, and in the movie it's written on the glass, nail grows here. And that's the only thing I remember from fucking Sabretooth. Live action Sabretooth. Nail grows
That's
here.
funny. That's funny. Yeah, that was the version that came out with all of the fucked up shit in it.
Yeah.
Okay, right, I remember.
Like super un-CGI'd.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That was
hilarious.
I've heard that's a much better viewing experience than the actual movie because at least
Oh
it's
shit! Yeah,
no.
it's a good fucking laugh. No question about it. It's actually better than the real fucking movie because you're cracking up the whole time.
It was funny when that thing happened. I was the one that had the DVD at my school, and everyone borrowed it from me. They would give it back. They'd be like, "What the fuck happened to Deadpool?" I'd be like, "I don't know. He's a sock puppet."
Yeah, check out the movie when it comes out to find out.
Check it out.
All right, let's I guess look at some shots.
Yeah.
Got to get up out of here soon.
So I'm gonna pick like 5 or 6 from Instagram. Whoever tagged.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So just in case you need reminding, what's a grind on? We're gonna be pulling shots from the Instagram from Instagram. If you just hashtag your stuff WTGO_live, what to grind on live. You get it. We'll critique your photo live, which is what we're about to do right now. So,
right, motherfucker now.
so oh shit, I stopped screen sharing. Duh. Pop that back on. Let's go. So first up, we'll start here. This is from Laser Pants Toy Shots.
Big shout out, Laser Pants.
Let's go.
Laser Pants.
Good old
Laser Pants Toy Shots. That's a fucking long name, dude.
Back at it again, old Laser Pants.
While I was at my in-laws' house, they were watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and all I can think about right now is that dude named Laserface in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. All right, okay, so this shot, I think the first thing that comes out is everybody is just very like super tight in this space. If you could just like pull everybody back, especially Luke back from the backdrop, that would add some more depth and some more layering to your shot. I don't really mind all the stormtroopers here. Some people would think it's busy. I think if you exaggerate more of the posing, it could work a lot. I do really like the use of the effect. The use of the effect is what caught my eye for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add? You guys?
That lighting work.
Yeah, lighting needs work.
What'd you say? Yeah.
Yeah.
If he would get a light right behind the panel that is set up for light, then that would have really accented it. But his light's not even. It doesn't look like he's got it evenly lit on both sides. But the centering with Luke and the effect is the most attractive thing about this. That's very well done. But yeah, if he gave himself a little more space and, like you said, made the troopers' poses more dynamic, this would be good. But he's using that fucking effect nicely. I thought it looks like that's something from Can of Beans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like what he did there. It's Luke's power is being it translates well with what you have here. So that force push, everybody can see that and almost feel it the way you have it there. But with some more dynamic or dramatic lighting and just a little better space, you could sell this. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Just needs a little more TLC.
That's it. Another thing I would do also is maybe bring the camera down so you would be eye line with Luke. I think that would help sell it a lot more too. And I feel like maybe he tried that at one point, but he already posed some of these troopers and the troopers were in the way. And then he just pushed the camera up. But like what you said, Boog, is you set your camera up and then you set your framing up and then you build your scene around your framing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good takeaway as well.
I think a lot of people could benefit from that. I feel like the majority of people who just need that final oomph, that final push, are setting up their entire display and then taking out the camera and starting to shoot, and then they're having a hard time finding, no, don't do it like that. You hustling backwards that way. You know what I'm saying? Set up, put your camera up, and start setting up right through the viewer, and shit'll be fun.
Boom. Next up is this right here, Harvey Dent, Two-Face himself. Shit.
This is nice.
This is very nice. This is very nice. This is really good.
Yeah.
Great layering.
Yeah, super clean.
Super nice layering. All of that depth, the building back there behind the windows and whatever. This shit took some time. It took a little bit of time to do this. I like the way the light is coming through the window behind her, but you can still see her face really clearly. He tried. I think that her sitting pose probably could have been a little more relaxed. The way she's leaning, it looks like there's a back to that crate or something, but it's not. You could have. But I understand the restrictions with this particular figure. You probably broke that figure doing this right now.
Hope it was worth it.
But this is not only thing that's catching my eye that makes my eye a little sore is that bookshelf on the left. It looks like he just drew those books on a piece of paper or some shit.
Yeah, it looks like it might be made out of foam, and he just like scored it and then just painted it, which takes a lot of work.
Maybe, hell yeah, and it looks like you might have maybe you rushed that. Maybe you could have did something else or used something else, or maybe you rushed it there. But that's sticking out. It's kind of an eyesore with all of the other great props that you have in here. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty nice, man.
Yeah, it's a real, like, the atmosphere of the shot is very good.
Word.
It's just maybe a little bit more relaxed on this Catwoman figure. I would probably switch out the fist that's resting on her thigh with a relaxed hand. I'm not 100% sure if this figure comes with a relaxed hand, but that would probably be a little bit better. But like you said, Boog, the limitations of this figure, he's probably already pushing it to the max at this point. But, yeah, this one's good right here. Next up, we got this from Goliath A.C.B.A. This is just a pretty simple shot. What I would do here, so the one thing I don't really get from this shot is I don't know if this is open over here, if this is just two walls meeting.
It looks like two walls.
Two walls meeting, yeah. I think
he's got it all. He's got it all boxed.
Okay, yeah. I just think more light here would probably work better. It's probably lit this dimly so you can get that. I can see you probably have a red light and it's shining off of Daredevil right here. That's probably why it's so dark. But like we always say, more light is always better than less light, because your camera will always compensate for having more light, even your phone too. But in terms of posing, it looks good. Like the Punisher looks the relaxed pose on him is really good. I think so.
Yeah, even the way he's holding the gun, it looks like it's a heavy tool, and he's kind of leaned back on his weight a little bit to hold the gun. That looks good. But it looks like you only got the red light and maybe just some natural light coming in there too. I don't know. You might need to enclose the area around your set a bit more so you can control the light better. And I find that with the color light, usually it's an accent. I don't usually put colored light directly on the figures. Sometimes I do, but normally I'll put it behind them, in front of them, whatever the case may be. The color light is going to help. In a way, it's sort of like makes your camera more powerful. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's an accent. You don't need to put it directly on the figure though. If you got if it's really dark and you put the color light behind or in front or something like that, once you shoot, your camera's gonna really, really zoom in there and make things pop. I know that probably sounds stupid, but trust me, it makes sense to me. But yeah, I think you need to control the set a bit more. Remember, when you doing displays, you're everything. You are the producer, you are the stage person, you are the lighting crew, you are everything in your little miniature movie set. So you can't half-ass on any one project. All of those things have to work in tandem for you to have a great set. And that means patience, man. Just taking your time. Don't rush anything out. Just patience. But yeah, I think you need more lights. I don't know what your light situation is right now, but you need a few more lamps. You could go into any little like bullshit like store and just buy lamps. Just buy lamps. As long as you have white light, you good. You could always buy cheap ass lamps, white light bulbs, and tissue paper, and you could do any fucking thing you want to do, basically.
Good, yeah.
But keep grinding, man. Keep at it.
Next up, oh no, that's the same thing. Let's go with this one right here. Gazpacho Main, right here.
Shout out to the soup man himself.
Let's go.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Let's go. This one, the framing of this one is nice. You have it's using a nice version of Rules of Three. He's framed really nice, even though he's not in the center of the photo. He's right here on the edge of like Rules of Three, so it looks pretty good. I would tighten up the posing, especially on this arm right here. Maybe relax this one a little bit more.
Is this the old Toy Biz?
Yeah, this looks like the old Toy Biz. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is. Okay.
It's a super simple shot. I just think with stuff like this, your posing really needs to be not necessarily. There's not much else to focus on in shots like this, other than your posing. So it's really got to be like super tight.
Right.
So with this one, I don't know if the backdrop just has dots on it or if you sprinkled flour on it. It doesn't look like you sprinkled anything just because it's not on or in front of the Wolverine right here. So yeah, I mean, what more can I say? Just work on the posing a little bit. Maybe even if the pose you have right now, if you can't really get it looking supernatural, just switch it up with a different pose. Like maybe have him like having his like his hand on the rock, or he's kind of like cautious about where he's going. You know, he's obviously just escaped whatever, and he's just like running through the woods. It's rain. It's snowing.
I'm wondering what he used for the snow at the base, though.
This stuff. It looks like snow that you can buy for like
maybe
Tinseltowns or whatever. My mom used to like just like seize the dining room table like the day after Thanksgiving. It was like, fuck it, I'm building a miniature town right now. Find another place to eat. And then she would just sprinkle this shit all over the place.
I was wondering because it looks good, you know? It looks pretty authentic.
It's very nice. It's a good alternative than sprinkling like baking powder or flour all over the place, getting it on
that's
your
a
figure.
Fucking mess. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's a mess. Yeah, I'm good with that shit. But yeah, not bad. It's nicely framed up, like you said. The full figure is in the frame. There's no cut off limbs or anything like that. Just you probably just going to work on the pose. I agree pretty much 100% with everything you just said. But not bad. Not bad.
Let's do one last one. This guy. Oh, Gazpacho Main right here. So
once again,
this is it's interesting because I would not think that I don't know. It's very different styles. I wouldn't think it's by the same person. But this is good. This is a good setup, I believe. Everything looks natural in here, like a statue, like a bust of Captain America, like figures right here. I think if anything, this table looks a little wacky, just because of whatever this is. Maybe what is this? Like just
like a matchbox or something?
Yeah, just and then because we know what this is, it's a finger light right here. But I think the setup is super nice. I even think like the posing on Deadpool is pretty spot on as well.
Yeah, that's the thing that stood out to me. It's good posing.
It's good posing
on Deadpool. Yeah.
What I would do is I would take this shit off. Does this come off on this Deadpool?
100%.
Does it?
Yeah, that totally comes off. That's the first Deadpool that's like one of the first Hasbro Deadpools. It's not the newer body mold ones. Yeah, you can totally rip it off. It's the one with the big X in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, because this, it's like bowing out, and it takes away from. You can definitely
if
see.
he saw him chilling doing A.C.B.A, he's not gonna have his fucking swords on.
Yeah, that is true. You would, yeah, you could argue. This Deadpool's such a wacky character. He just might.
Right.
No, honestly, yeah. My two biggest complaints would be the harness and the fact that when you're doing action shots, it does make sense to angle your camera, but you're coming at you're tilting your camera what looks like to the right.
Mhm.
I don't know. It just reads off because it's not like capturing any sort of motion or any like dramatic scene. It's literally just him taking his own A.C.B.A picture. You could have just done it head on.
Straight on, yeah.
It would look better for me, in my opinion. At least I think it would have looked a little better.
Yeah, that for sure. And then take the harness off, because you can see that he's hunched over, and you can see like a very clear line of his body being hunched over. But this harness being on takes away from it. I honestly just thought this was just like a fat figure for like. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this Deadpool figure? And then like I noticed that his harness was like bowing out. So lose the harness.
I like the depth with the other little figures that are kind of like out of focus and whatever. That's it's a good frame up, but again, with me, just little certain things that just look kind of sloppy in a way. The chair, the leg, shit looks a little crazy. Like you painted some of that stuff yourself, and it's not painted nicely as it could be. Some of that shit.
I know exactly which chair and which dresser this is. These are like the chairs and dressers they sell at like the Dollar Tree. They're like
I thought so. He just painted over them, huh?
Yeah. They just come like just regular wood, and you're encouraged to paint them yourself.
And I'm not like frugal shaming or anything like that. Do what you do. Work within your means, no question about that. But just try to keep it as clean as you possibly can, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it yourself.
He should have just sanded the wood very lightly before he painted it. And number two, he didn't top coat it. He just let it dry, so it just kind of reads a little like brightish. Like if you would have like either if you wanted a glossy black, you should have done gloss, or if you wanted a matte, you should have done matte. Just to really finish it all up, and those spray finishes from Krylon are super cheap. They're like $2.99. So and I could tell that TV back there's from Hobby Lobby. Could have gone to Hobby Lobby and totally gotten a can of spray paint for $2.99, no problem. And it would have just made them look more like they were finished if you had top coated it, because it still kind of reads like you said, like they look painted, and it would have looked a little better have you coated it with something, whether you wanted it glossy or not.
All right, so we right on time, top of the hour.
Really
please, I gotta actually get that what to grind on tag out there in the multiverse more, so people could take advantage of this. I like this actually. I really do like doing this. So more people should. It doesn't matter, veterans. If you're a novice or a veteran or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just put the tag up, man. And then I'd like to also, after we get this rolling some more, look at shit that's really popping that nobody tagged us in, and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this past week that homeboy shot with Thanos with the basketball and shit like that. Like talk about shit like that really like blow up, but like I know we still got shit to say about stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. As far as like posing and shit, that's usually my major like issue. Like, I'll see some shit that's like going viral and it's crazy, but the posing will look nuts to me, like, and not in a good way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about that type of shit too. But yeah, man. Thank you all for whoever did tag. Thank you. We appreciate you for that. Anyway, and I don't really got shit going on. I don't know what you guys got. Well, the Popeye review will be out. I'm lying. We are going to have a discount code through LoomCube coming up in a contest where you could win a nice prize package through LoomCube and through A.C.B.A. So look out for that. It should be this week. And I talked about this already. We're also going to be promoting some giveaways through some of our admins' Instagrams too. So look out for that. I think all of that shit's going to be happening this week. Those are the two main things. But if you're shopping and you're doing your thing for Christmas and you want to get somebody Loom Cube, you'll have a discount code through us. And just by shopping with Loom Cube, you'll automatically be entered into the giveaway. So it's going to be pretty fucking lit. All right. That's the only major thing that I have that I want to talk about right now. I don't know if you guys got anything else.
What's going on with you?
Right there.
And you know me, I'm still getting back in the swing of things. I've taken so many shots that I just wasn't happy with and didn't end up what's happening.
Oh, Echo.
Sorry, that was me. I unplugged my headphones.
Oh,
you're done. My bad.
Pancho.
Oh shit! All right, let's go. Yeah, you can find all my shit under Poncheezy. Just follow. I'm on Instagram right now. Let's just go. Follow my Instagram. This is where I post all of my shit. Yo, peep. This hover hand beauty right here. What we were talking about earlier in the podcast.
Look at all those great unibrows.
Yo, I don't know what it. So every year we do ugly Christmas pictures. It used to be me, my wife, and my best friend, her sister. When we all lived together, we would just take ugly Christmas photos, and then progressively each year, they just look more and more fucked up. And like they started doing unibrows last year, and I'm like, man, this is the icing on the cake. Is the fucking unibrow. I had to step my game up with the hover hand, so there it is. Anyway,
is that your wife's sister? Because if not, they look very similar.
That's it. That's the sister, and then that's their stepsister right there.
I was about to say.
But yeah, follow my Instagram for more gems like this. And then basic A.C.B.A stuff.
Wow, look at those auras.
No, these auras are great. Speaking of auras, so I'm doing my final push for aura sales just so I can have some time to catch up before I open up orders again. So I'm doing one final push for auras right here. You can get like all these bad boys right here. All the prices and fine print and stuff is in this description here. DM me if you want to order on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and that's how I'll take your order. The fulfillment time now is between 4 to 8 weeks from the time you order, and that's basically why I'm taking this break. I dabbled with the idea of just doing these all year round, but I don't want to get too far behind to where people are waiting like 3 or 4 months for something. So I'm deciding to stop orders now, and then they probably won't open up again till maybe sometime later next year. But there's still time to go ahead and get an order in. I'm about to wrap up shipping on the first wave as well, and then start production on the second wave. And then, so if you want to figure out which wave you're in, go ahead and message me. A couple of people have been doing that already, just to get like a good timeline of where you're at. Don't ever think like you're bugging me if you're just like wondering about your order. I know sometimes when I order shit, I don't want to like bug the person who's making it for me because I don't want to feel like I'm being too pushy or whatever. But, yo, I get it. You gave me money and you want to know where your shit is. So I get it. Bug me all day. I don't care. Basically. But auras are going to be starting up soon. I was on vacation last week, so they kind of halted production for a whole week. But they're going to be going back up in full swing. And that's basically it from me. Follow my Instagram. And that's it. Oh, Boog's gone. So it's just you and me.
No, I'm not going on here. Okay. All right, so we get up out of here, man. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell down there. And until next time, peace.